Howdy, 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 howdy. You just got here in time. Wow, that was something right there.
I'm not on time
Boy.
because my monitors are still on. My speakers,
You're pushing in your chair right when we started. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday night. It's a lovely evening here in the Midwest.
I don't even have my mic adjusted, guys. Look at me. I'm singing. I look like Liam Gallagher here, dude. Singing an Oasis, dude. Oh God, I'm listening to the fucking. So when we have that countdown going, guys, I'm gonna keep doing like this, like Liam. I'm listening to it on my phone, so it kind of gives me an idea of how much time I have, and there's a little bit of a delay, so sometimes that fucks me.
What's your story, Morning Glory?
Catch my breath, dude. Sorry. Now I can hear you.
Oh no, I was just telling them that it's a lovely evening here in the Midwest. I've been dealing with killer what are they called? Wasps, cicada killers. So I just had a bug guy here. I've been dealing with that for the past 4 days. Like we can't even leave the house because there's like swarms of these wasps.
That bad?
There's like 10 this morning, dude. I'm backing, like we can't go, like I can't let my kids play out front because it's that bad. So
But you can't leave the house though?
No, I left the house and everything, but like we have a split entry, so you leave the garage and then they're like swarming you. So yeah, I had to call my bug guy and he just left. So we'll see if this works, and if not, I'll get him back out here. But just a pain in the ass, dude. I hate having to deal with bugs. That's the one thing, like I'll pay for a bug guy just because I don't want him in the house. I don't want to deal with bugs. That's just my thing.
Where's the nest?
Right next to my garage. Like as I pull out, my kids play out there, so I'm like, yeah, I got to get them out here.
You don't want a couple of Macauleys on your hand, dude.
No, dude. I don't know if they're allergic or.
Yeah, I guess he would know.
Dude.
Yeah. I don't know if Macaulay knew.
Well, no, I don't think he did too.
No, remember in that movie, he was just allergic to everything. They portrayed him as the kid that was allergic to every damn thing, and then
put on his glasses.
He's like, there was just too many of them. That's what Dan Aykroyd says, dude. That's what
of them, Dana. Is it Dana? Dana like, Sultanfuss?
No. What he says is, Thomas J. There's just too many of them. You got that ugly ass hippie fucking Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's probably her best role, though. Jamie Lee Curtis' best role, right?
Let's not bring her name up and piss me off. Well, I don't want to be in a bad mood for this. Jamie Lee Curtis puts me in a mood. Nothing good comes from Jamie Lee Curtis, really. I mean,
except the first Halloween, I guess, and My Girl. I mean, True Lies.
True Lies, she was good. She's overdue for something good by about 30 years. All right. So
I mean, now she looks like the Crypt Keeper, dude.
How's everybody doing, everybody? How's everybody doing, everybody? Gosh, you guys can tell my brain is just all over the place, man. I'm doing so much shit.
You got the baby brain. I'm sure you're having the yips where you have to deal with a bunch of stressful situations with the babies coming.
Yeah, having false alarms already. Had to, you know, all that good stuff. Going to appointments twice a week now, actually, because of certain circumstances. And then I'm having to make up my job hours around these appointments. It's just a juggling act, man.
How's the wife feeling, though? Is she feeling good?
She's ready for it to be done.
Okay, perfect.
I'm starving, Steve. That's funny. It's like, so how are you doing today? I'm hungry, Scott. I'm starving, Steve. I don't know why you asked that.
Is she going to get induced, or are you just going to wait it out? Or
we are going to find out what's going on tomorrow.
Gotcha.
And if induction is on the table and it has to be done, given our circumstance, it would be, I would imagine, next Saturday.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
No, it's not. I'd rather this thing go the distance if we can. But next week, technically next Saturday is full term, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
If her water breaks starting next Saturday, great. I mean, she's praying to wake up with a wet bed every day. Like, God, I just want it to break. And I'm thinking, no, we don't want, because trust me, you want that now. But if your kid is in the fucking NICU or something for 2 weeks, you're going to be depressed. Don't. It's like,
yeah. I mean, mine was in there for 3 days, I think. Yeah. So my wife never got her. No, she got induced both times. And the first time so it's a crazy story. Not mean to freak you out, but like it freaked me out at the time because she had shingles, So she had to get induced C-section without any painkillers. So she felt everything, dude. She couldn't get an epidural.
Oh, okay.
God,
That
dude.
was the first time?
First time, yeah.
So was she scarred after the second one? Like, I'm not doing this again.
No, well, I mean,
Was it
she
natural and
won't.
drugs and stuff the second time? Everything
The second time, yeah. But he had to go to the NICU because of his breathing, but he was only there for a couple days. He was fine. But,
are you allowed to have multiple C-sections? Like if somebody
Yeah,
wanted to,
yeah.
you can? Do they just reopen the old scar?
Pretty much.
I would imagine. Why would you like create
Yeah.
Would you be pissed, dude? Like, why'd you do another one? You know, I wanted to get symmetric.
I do one up here, do one down here. Yeah.
So. Well, anyway, so that's what's going on with me. And once this baby comes, I'll kind of if we get induced, I'll actually let you guys know. But whenever that happens, I will be taking that week and probably the next week completely off. And then,
I got some things lined up I'm working on right now.
Yeah,
so
and same here.
Some stuff.
Same here. There's Todd's got some videos I know he's doing. There's a video that I pitched to Todd. I'm not gonna say it because I think it should be a surprise drop, an old school video podcast. Let's just say it involves some straight to video sequels that may have came out in the 90s and into the early 2000s.
Yes.
I'll give you some hints. There's 4 of them. And you know, a lot of people.
I saw the 4-pack actually yesterday when I was at the I should have picked it up because I don't own them. The 4-pack Blu-ray.
Yeah. Oh, that's worth getting because it's like you're not
Might
really.
As well.
You're not really. You're not. It's not exactly easy to come by them a la carte, and
you're not going to upgrade them. So,
and you're not. You don't really want to waste the money with having those individually in your car. Anyway, that's coming. And I don't know when that's coming. I kind of want to just I want to take. Maybe over the next month, let's kind of watch all those and then we'll kind of plan it. That one will be sometime in the next couple months. You know what I mean? Yeah. But hey, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I don't want to make it just all about us. Mutineer,
sorry guys.
Welcome, brother. Gamer guy, he got me good earlier today. Our Discord chat was a little too quiet for a second, and he decided to lie and say he ran into Corey G, and I fell for it. He's like, you ran into Corey G in your town. The thing is the whole time I told him, I said, normally I would just assume you're bullshitting, but the only reason I was giving him the benefit of the doubt is that has happened to me before. You know, now
I think Corey G lives in my town, though. I mean,
I know
he would have to be up here. I mean, he could probably
no. I know he lives in your town, and Gamer Guy lives somewhere else. But what I was saying is, I told him, I said, normally I'd call you a bullshitter, but this has happened to me before where we had a character, me and my buddies back home in Missouri, we had this character we used to work with. He is like a Corey G type. We called him BGB, stands for Big Gay Billy. Really big, big, bald chef guy that we worked for. And he proudly he donned the moniker BGB because he was one of those really proud gay guys to the point where he was kind of perverted. Like, dude, why are you like this?
Oh, I had a buddy that was just like that guy. Yeah. Named Jeff.
You know, we used to wear chef pants and stuff like that. And it was one of these restaurants where they would check your nails and stuff before the shift. He tried to be super culinary and like he'd be going down the line. Aaron, present him. All right, nice. He's like, Adam, I could see your religion. Very nice. Like, God, in these chef pants, dude, your dick, dude. Like they're not unlike sweatpants.
I can see your religion. Dude.
He's like, Aaron, nice, fingernails, nice. Adam, I can see your religion. Very nice. All right. Like, just like, and he reeked of bod spray. And he used to love it. He's like, I wear bod. I love bod. I'm like, God. So, and what's so funny is in this I'll circle back to this, but Gamer Guy said, I just heard his voice and I knew it was him. Like he didn't have to see him. Anyway, so this is in Missouri, Southwest Missouri, Springfield, Missouri. I found myself in Houston, Texas for 3 weeks and I didn't even have to see anybody, but I smelt bod.
Okay.
I was like, what? I smell gay. And then sorry. And a fucking Big Gay Billy was there in Houston.
Wow.
At a grocery store, just like Will say he ran into Corey G at a grocery store. That's why I'm like, hey, normally I'd say you were pulling my chain, but this has literally happened to me. And I had to call my buddy Adam and be like, you'll never guess who I just ran into in fucking Texas at a grocery store of all places. And I smelled him
Well, next time I come down, I'm gonna reek your house up with bod spray, dude.
You wear
You're
bod?
no, but I
Oh.
mean, I just because of that story, I'm gonna do that just to piss you off.
Anyway, it turns out he was lying. He's like, "Hey, I just need to wake you guys up." I'm like, "Ah," it's like I'm not usually a gullah bull or a gullah calf, but it's only because this shit has happened to me. I'm like, "Hey, man, it's a small world." I've, dude, and you do, especially if it's like a bigger city.
Mhm.
You'd be shocked when you go to like big cities and you could run into somebody that's also on vacation. Like, what the fuck? I know, it happens, dude. It happens. But this is a random suburb in Houston, not
That's
in,
weird,
and
yeah.
it was at like a Kroger brand store. It
Mm.
was so weird. Um, anyway, and believe me, when you see somebody like that in a place you shouldn't be seeing them, you literally do a triple take. Like that can't be that. No, come on. It's like that's fucking big.
That's always
Big
fun, dude.
Big Gay Billy was hard to miss because he looked like Dr. Robotnik without the hair, like
Oh, okay.
in the video games. So bald, goatee, fat, but tall, like 6'6",
Hmm.
and the bod, of course, but his whole head, his whole bottle head looked like it got hit with napalm. He had just acne craters all over his fucking bald head. So there's no mistaking this guy out of a lineup, man. But anyway, let's see here. How you doing, brother Ishmael in the chat? Does the Revival House know the famous meme of chocolate cake, Game Boy, and me? Very early 90s right there. I don't know.
I don't either.
They don't. Well, they didn't have memes in the early 90s. Are you saying the meme is supposed to, shining a light on the 90s? I had a Game Boy. I never had chocolate cake and a Game Boy. I don't have fond memories of the Game Boy because these are my memories of the Game Boy. I used to sit in my dad's mom's kitchen at night with my elbow rested on the kitchen counter in a chair, a kitchen table chair pulled up because I had to keep it plugged in because that thing drained so many damn batteries that my family wouldn't buy batteries. They would like, you get an adapter. And so, but I had to keep it next to this, and it was the shortest adapter in the world. And then I had to also kind of keep it positioned under like the range light
Oh,
because
yeah,
it
yeah,
had
yeah,
no
yeah.
backlight.
Mhm.
And to boot, the thing was like super sensitive. Like I swear it would like reset all the time. So I'd be like, I gotta get it just right so I can see the light and the angle. And and then sometimes like your shit would just be deleted. Like the memory would.
My Game Boy actually didn't I didn't have the backing for the, batteries, so I had to use, like, tape, like masking tape, so it was, like, wrapped around the whole Game Boy, which was a pain in the ass, and I used to play Beavis and Butthead all the time. That game was terrible, but I loved it, so I don't know if you ever played that on Game Boy.
What was the game? Sorry, I got distracted by a comment
Beavis
here.
and Butthead.
I'm sure it was good, Todd.
No,
Those
I said it was terrible, dude.
the Super Nintendo games are even trash, dude. They're
Yeah.
just not good. I just wanted to say, yeah, shout out to Silhouette. He opted in the chat here. He's going to be having surgery here soon. So,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
brother.
man. Best of luck, man. I gotta say, dude, you got to fucking
Praying for you,
turn that.
Silhouette.
You got to turn that frown upside down, man. If I survive, but okay, you
You'll
can't be
beat it,
like,
brother, you'll beat it.
no. If he survives the surgery, like,
Oh, you'll be good.
look, I'm trying. This is not to be insensitive. Let's come down to earth, man. Removing a tumor, you're gonna be fine. There's now if you're talking about like anesthesia, technically there's always a chance, people don't wake up from anesthesia, but that's pretty minimal. I mean, I could go in for a colonoscopy and not wake up from anesthesia.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be fine, brother. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. That never helped anybody. And definitely keep us posted, man. But you'll be
Absolutely.
fine. Hopefully you get some time off work and you get to recover the right way. But we're here,
Yeah, I mean, hang
You'll
out
be
with us.
fine. But I have to say, I get a little creeped out with anesthesia. If that's what you're worried about, I would not worry about the surgery going awry. I wouldn't worry about that at all.
No, I think the only time I was under anesthesia was wisdom teeth. I had 7 of them getting ripped out of my head, and that was terrible.
But
the anesthesia was great, though. I woke up and I was happy as a.
I just hate anesthesia. I hate how it makes me feel. I feel kind of groggy and sick for a couple of days. This is losing your appetite is a symptom for some people with anesthesia. I am one of those people. when I just had my procedure, I didn't eat for 3 days, and I had no desire to eat. I was like, "I'm not hungry," for like 3 fucking days, and then but when I finally got my appetite back, I was starving and I ate a huge meal, but then I got so sick because like my stomach shrank, dude, and I don't know. That's not fun, but not everybody's like that. But
No, I hate surgeries. I mean, the last one I did was vasectomy, and that was no fun. Even though it didn't hurt as bad as I thought, but just the fact of getting a needle
I'd
shoved
be
in
like, you
your
guys better fucking put me out for that shit.
ball sack. No, no, I don't. They don't do that, man. You're just sitting there, and the guy's talking to you the whole time when he's just
Oh, yeah,
cutting you
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, do you just feel like a sting because because you feel
you feel him pull the ripcord, dude. Yeah. Well, you don't feel it, but I mean, you feel like
the pressure. You feel like
pressure.
that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. It
not
doesn't
happening.
hurt. It doesn't hurt, but I
Yeah,
mean,
what a way to describe it. It doesn't hurt, you know. You feel it
well,
pull the fucking ripcord while they're cutting you, dude. I don't
well,
even like.
you're all numbed
I
up anyway.
look, but the thing is the anesthesia needle, the local anesthetic. I fucking hate that shit. It hurts, dude. I mean, like because they're gonna stick a needle.
Oh, with
Is
the
it?
IV?
Oh, you're using an IV.
Yeah.
I thought they gave you a shot in your dick first, your ball sack.
Oh, you're talking about that. Yes, they do a shot in the ball
And
sack.
that
Yeah.
hurts. You feel like that liquid
Yeah,
heat that
Y
fucking
yeah.
hurts.
Mhm. Yeah.
That dude, no thanks, guys. No thanks. I mean, sometimes that shit
The
just feels
numbing agent or whatever they do. Yeah.
terrible, dude. And then sometimes it's not always like effective. And when they get really deep with whatever it is they're doing, you start feeling it deep. Like, oh shit, I need more.
Well, they have to ask you. They're like, "Okay, can you feel this?" And then you gotta
Yeah,
wait 10
but
minutes. "Oh, do you feel this?"
I
Yeah.
don't want to have to feel it suddenly and be like,
Well,
I
that's
don't
why you
know.
just keep saying, "No, you need to pump more into me." Just keep, numbing
I
it
want to
up.
wake up at the pearly gates. Keep it coming. Anyway, but we could move on to more positive topics.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah, man, you'll be
No,
fine.
no, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous at all,
Let
man.
us know everything's okay. You'll be fine. And like I said, they'll knock you out if you've never been put under. It's a trip because
It's fun,
literally
dude. Yeah.
it's not fun. But
Dude, you have
don't
crazy dreams. I woke up
what
asking.
dreams, dude? I'm
Well,
telling this is my experience. They
well,
go
not
okay.
dreams, but
They go countdown from 10. You're like 10, and then you wake up at 9. Like, what the hell?
you wake up groggy. I was asking who the next football coach for our team was because he just got fired at the time. That was the first thing I
Oh,
asked.
dude, I was doing crowd work in the
Oh,
fucking place. They're
really?
wheeling me out of the clinic and out of the procedure because there's other people behind curtains getting the same
Yeah.
shit. Because they don't for this procedure they don't take it like an actual surgery room or anything like that. But for you, they probably will. But I'm like doing fucking crowd work. I'm like hearing the next guy in pain, dude. Like, hey, I'm like calling over him, shouting shit. It's really funny, man. But you're aware of what you're doing. It's
Yeah.
weird.
It won't hurt. I mean, it'll be great. It'll be good.
I never did. I took video footage of my post stuff where I was acting all fucking weird, and I forgot to post it. I need to.
I thought that was in the members only. Maybe I
That
was
was my
wrong.
last time,
Oh, okay.
but I have the new one,
Okay.
which I just didn't get around to editing the clips together. But I'll do that real soon. Something tells me I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands once the baby comes. You know, I'm gonna have a
Yes,
few
you
months
will.
off. She's gonna be a sleeper, I can tell. But anyway, yeah, let us know everything's okay, man. We're here for you. Tom, what's up, brother? Yeah,
Tom.
man. Some people don't like the whole thoughts and prayers thing, but thoughts and prayers. I'm all about the thoughts
I'm
and
all
prayers.
about, yeah, absolutely.
What I'm against is the fucking assholes that just say thoughts and prayers. I think if you're giving thought, you better be saying a damn prayer.
Yeah.
You
No,
know what I mean?
I agree. I
Some
agree.
people just say thoughts and prayers and they move about their day. It's like putting the Pride Month symbol in your Facebook avatar and moving about your day, but then still like
Or the Ukraine flag on your Facebook.
it's like
Yeah.
you got to live it, dude. Live whatever it is that you're preaching, live it.
T's and
So,
P's.
you know, and I'm sure Tom is saying a prayer for you. The Discord gone quiet. No, it just it was quiet for a little bit today, and then Will had to shake it up.
I need to get on there, man.
Yeah, you fucking
I'm
do.
on so many different social media accounts. It's like,
Don't you think you should put
look
ours
at
number
this.
one?
No, I agree.
Get
I
in
have
there,
no
man.
excuse.
I'm in there chopping it up. Let's inject some life in it, man. We want it
Okay.
to grow. We want the family to grow, man. So Todd will now make it a point well, I there's times where I don't post in there every day,
Just at
but
me, bro. At me in there.
okay, but no, I think you should make a habit of at least checking it every day. And then you'll
Okay.
see something you can comment on, whatever. But I just, at least check it every
I'll
day.
have it on my computer. See, I don't want to put it on my phone because
Why not? That's where it's hurting you.
it's
That
slow. It's God. I don't know. There's something about that app. It just slows everything down for me. I don't know.
it doesn't on mine. Well, try it again and see if it maybe
Okay.
works different with an update. If that's giving you shit, okay, whatever. Put it on your PC, and then I would check it once a day. That's whatever. But because this Discord's a great place. I've gotten a lot of recommendations from Discord. I think Mutineer is where he requested that last the Burbs.
Burbs, yeah.
We're getting, it's a great place. So Todd needs to get with it. But anyway, Blaine, how you doing, brother? The power of positivity is a real thing.
Absolutely.
I do think it is a real thing. You're right. I think music heals. I think positivity heals. I don't know what the science is there. I think when you get down on yourself and you're overly negative, it does something to your immune system. It's like you're telling your body to give up.
To shut down, yeah, absolutely.
You're telling your body to shut down.
Yeah.
And obviously there's been incredible stories that have been documented. They've been, adapted into films and books where people have a will to survive really harsh conditions and the seemingly impossible, and they do it. There's the people that get that that sudden jolt of strength that really they shouldn't have to lift the van off a baby
car,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Incredible Hulk, yeah, absolutely.
There's stuff out there. The body's an amazing thing. The power of prayer is an amazing thing. But the mind, dude, the mind is capable.
Yeah.
Even if you don't believe in God, which I think, God can do whatever he wants and he can, provide miracles. But even if you don't believe in that, dude, the brain and the stuff that we're capable of, I feel like we have this like secret level of ability that unlocks only in certain times, call it a third eye, whatever you want, but Beowulf must wait for me. Okay, come on, man. How dare you interfere with God's plan for your sacred sperm? Todd. Well,
well, I can't afford any more kids. I mean,
they probably would have burned Todd at the stake 200 years ago for getting a vasectomy
Yeah,
if they even existed. He
Yeah,
wouldn't make it as a Mormon.
it was probably smart now that I don't have a job,
I've always wanted to try the Mormon soak, dude. Get that sheet they have, they put in between the spouses, and they just have a hole where you put your dick and you just lay there and you soak. You're not, the act of actually humping and enjoying what you're doing is like
Oh,
sin.
yeah, I did see they have that
Yeah, it's called soaking.
where you're spooning, right?
Yeah, and you just put it in.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you're supposed to like make it happen with that, but anyway, they soak. And then but you're not even allowed to they put the sheet over the spouse and there's a hole in the sheet. It's fucking bizarre.
Speaking of Mormons though, I did watch Heretic with Hugh Grant, and that's if you're into, like Mormons and
I'm into Mormons. Love them.
Jehovah's Witnesses, all that stuff, religion. Very interesting film. That's on HBO Max. So I recommend that. Highly recommend that movie. I was surprised, man. I went in with zero expectations and I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen it, check it out.
It's next on my list. Finally watched Sinners because that's on Max.
Yes, I did watch that too.
That was fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was pretty much kind of how I thought it was going to be, and it was as good as people, what I expected it to be, given all the reviews and stuff like that. As far as bigger Hollywood type vampire ghost type stories and spook, it was good.
Yeah, I don't think it was a 10 out of 10, but I thought it was a solid movie. When it comes to some of those that wasn't who directed that one?
Ryan Coogler.
Oh, Coogler did. Okay, so it wasn't God, what's the Get Out guy? Get Out.
Jordan Peele. No.
Jordan Peele. It's not. Yeah, because I did like Get Out a lot. I probably like them more than Sinners, but it's still good.
But you still never watched his third movie, so I didn't like
Mama.
No, not Mama. That's a different. That Mama was produced by Guillermo del Toro.
Mama.
Are you talking about? Gosh, man, I can't get all these fucking people straight. You're talking about Aronofsky, right?
No, I was talking about
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele. What
No,
did he do?
Jordan Peele did Get Out. Then he did Up, and then he did Nope. Not Up. Up's a fucking Pixar movie.
Us is the one I
That's a
haven't seen.
Pixar
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
No, you've
I
seen.
haven't seen Nope. Yeah.
Okay, so you've only seen one of the three.
But I really like Get Out. I thought Get Out was great.
Us is shit. Okay. It's really not good. And then I just passed him off as like, all right, well, that's it. He was a one-hit wonder. He's done, because he's just trying to rip off Twilight Zone at this point. But then he did Nope. And
hey, you really like that one, I think.
Again, Nope is it's like, okay, he's doing like really elevated episodes of Twilight Zone, but that can be cool. Nope was really cool. I really, really, really liked Nope. And the cast was fantastic in Nope. Stephen Yeun was really good in Nope. It's got Michael Wincott. I hadn't seen him in a few years. You know, he's got a cool role in it. And you haven't seen him in a few years. You see him in this, like, holy shit, Michael Wincott got old. What the fuck? But it's really, really, really good. And I know we've talked about it before, but there is a scene involving a monkey that is tension done pretty masterfully. So
I'm surprised he hasn't really done anything. I mean, he hasn't done a film since 2022. So, Jordan Peele, I mean, it's been been a minute for him.
Well, he's only doing these big budget movies, man. I think they take a while, you know.
Huh.
They take a while. I think that's.
I mean, his name's hot. I mean, still, so you think he'd be pumping them out.
But what big director with a Hollywood studio behind him is pumping out movies every 2 years? I don't think there's really any. You can't say Charles Band, because Charles Band's on the bottom end of that. Where this guy can turn. Charles Band can turn and burn him, but like when you're in the big studio machine, I think a lot goes to the writing process, and then I think a lot still goes in the funding process. And then I just think they're a lot more involved.
Like, I mean, unless you're doing indie stuff like Cronenberg, which I do want to see the new Cronenberg movie.
How often is Scorsese coming out with movies? Honestly, it's not every year. It's not every 2 years. It's every handful of years.
Yeah, but
right?
He's no Scorsese, though. I mean,
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying these guys with all the fucking machine behind them, you know, they're not. You know, every few years is probably. About the minimum there, but monkeys don't scare you, dude. Monkeys scare the shit out of me, bro.
Really? They don't scare me either. I'm with you.
You
so
put
you
me
think
in a
Congo is scary?
No, you want no, but I mean, like, I'm saying, if you put a fucking chimpanzee with you in a fucking room by yourself, you wouldn't be scared?
No. Absolutely.
I'm not talking about being scared of watching monkey shines. I'm talking about being in like a monkey cage with.
If it was a gorilla, that's a different story.
But a chimpanzee will rip your fucking face off, dude.
Yeah, I think I could take a chimpanzee.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, I think I could.
They're 5 times stronger than you.
I'm twice its size, dude.
It doesn't matter.
I can break its arms, dude.
Their arms are fucking 3 times as long.
I can break its arms, dude.
That they would take their long reach that they have on you. They would grab your fucking nuts and they would crush them into oblivion there.
I crush their nuts, dude. I mean,
couldn't reach it. Their nuts are like on their ass or something. You sound like they're dick.
I'd reach it. I'd figure out a way.
I think Todd's full of shit. He's been drinking all his fucking, I don't know. You've been drinking Nellie's pimp juice, dude. Where's all this confidence come from?
No, I think I could take a chimpanzee.
Is Pimp Juice still around? Remember Nelly came out with Pimp Juice?
I think he came out with Pimp Juice. Yeah, that's
the actual Pimp Juice. Okay.
I'm looking kind of dark. I think I need to brighten up my lights here. There we go.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd pet a chimp. I'd feed it a banana. I mean, a chimp would kill you. Absolutely, Satan. This guy's nuts.
No,
there's too many stories out there.
How tall are they? Like 3 foot tall, 2 foot tall?
Do I have to share the interview with that last big story we had of the woman that had reconstructive surgery on her face, and she looks like the bad guy in Hannibal, the movie Hannibal, you know, played by what's his fucking face? Gary Oldman.
If I can't take a chimp at my size, dude, I'm like 6'2", 240.
It doesn't matter. That thing would fucking jump up. He's got the reach. He's got reach on you. It doesn't matter. A chimp would fuck you up.
I would smash a chimp's skull, dude.
Oh, we need to put this to test. Tell you what, you guys get us to 20,000 subs, and Todd will face off against a chimpanzee on stream. Can you imagine? I'm just here watching too, dude. I'll actually minimize my screen to be small, and you're taking up this one, and we'll all have popcorn and watch Todd in this blue room of his.
Just go
head to head. That monkey would bend you over and make you his monkey bitch.
Oh God, no, dude! I would snap his neck so fast.
Well, you've watched too much Monkey Shines. In Monkey Shines, Yeah,
That's not a chimpanzee, dude.
No, it was a capuchin monkey, I do believe, or spike. And yeah, you could break that fucking guy's neck with your jaws, as shown by that movie. But I don't know. I would love it. I feel like if you got to go out, if Todd has to die,
chimpanzees are 3'3" to 5 feet.
What about when they stand erect? When they actually
see.
stand up tall. And you don't think
I want to see the weight. I want to see what the weight is, because that's the main thing.
No, it's not. You want to look at the PSI of their fucking pressure, how hard they can punch, and their strength. That's what you want to look at.
88 to 130, dude. That's the male, and the female 71 to 1. Yeah, I could easily take a freaking chimp, dude.
Look up how much stronger is a chimpanzee than a man. Do it right now. Well, yeah, exactly. Don't abuse. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're pure muscle. It's just insane. What is it? What's that PSI? What's their hit pressure like?
Produce 1.35 times more force than human muscle.
Oh,
but I mean, I have the smarts, dude. I know where to hit him where it hurts, man.
But they don't have to do fucking calculus, Todd. All they have to know is they're the predator and you're the fucking prey.
Yeah, and all I have to do is gouge their eyes out, dude. It's not that difficult.
Well, I will say this: when everybody was talking about that argument, one silverback versus 100 men, who wins? Remember that was like a trend a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm like, well, how would you logically do this? Maybe if you guys were all like a collective unit working together and you elected somebody to be like the general, you could probably create a strategy. If you could keep your shit together, you could probably keep a strategy where you could conquer the silverback, but you'd have to go for its eyes. You have to.
Absolutely.
That's your only chance. If you could somehow go for its, because they don't have any weapons, right? No weapons. You have to, some people are going to die. You're going to sacrifice some good men. It's just how it's going to be. But but the thing is, realistically, people wouldn't be calm. As soon as you let that silverback loose, you're going to lose about 95% of your fleet because they're going to fucking head for the hills.
After he jumps at you, dude, I mean, you just have your hands in a defense position, and then once they come at you,
you got to let, that big ass fucking gorilla. You have to let a few people be your you're
talking about gorilla.
Yeah,
I'm
the
talking about chimpanzee.
You have to let a few. You have to let a few people be your fall guy. They have to
get killed against a gorilla. Gorillas are freaking crazy.
But you have to let a few people be your sacrificial lambs, and then you could be the one guy that comes in and takes care of business with the eyes, I guess. And then once you have it blind, you're not going to kill it, but at least he's blind now, and then you got to figure out how you're going to kill it, because that thing is pure muscle too.
Well, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, is watching human versus chimpanzee videos on YouTube. So thank you, Aaron.
All right. Don't abuse the chimp and it'll be friendly. Not until they hit a certain maturity, and then they're just become wild animals. They can't be domesticated. That's why Michael Jackson had to get rid of Bubbles. Right? Michael would have been in the grave even earlier if he didn't get rid of Bubbles. That's the facts, man. And this the stories that you see in the news about the chimps that attack people, maul their owners, they were super friendly. Their pet, love them, change their diapers, give them bottles. Oh, my best friend. Until one day they fucking snap.
Well, that's why you have to have your guard up with those creatures, man. Crazy.
The only kind of chimpanzee anybody should keep in a cage and own is ones played by Dr. Sam Beckett on Quantum Leap. If you can have like a fucking naked Scott Bakula wearing a diaper and you can keep him in a cage like your little personal gimp, you better take that deal, said Todd. Anyway, you missed the Brokeback Mountain scene between Aaron and Riverman. Yeah, dude. He fucking sucked my dick so good.
Oh,
what a guy, right? He sucked my dick. Matt, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat.
Hey, again. Matt. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you returning. Say 10 also didn't say hi, but I listened to a 911 call about a chimp killing a friend. Dude, it's horrifying.
Yeah, they rip your face off, but I mean, you got to be smarter than the chimp.
It's one thing to be the owner and then it turn on the owner. Like you're kind of, you should know what you're signing up for, even owning and trying to domesticate a chimp. But can you imagine being the fucking friend that's just coming over, bringing you chicken soup when you're sick, and the chimp fucking opens the door and takes the soup and rips your fucking face off? I don't know, dude. I don't think I'd be friends with Todd anymore. Like you guys know what I mean about the movie Hannibal?
I don't trust any animal. I don't even trust dogs, dude.
Do you
Even
guys
my own dog.
do you guys know the bad guy in Hannibal, the guy that survived? He was like a Hannibal Lecter survivor, played by Gary Oldman, and his whole face is all fucked up. It's like reconstructive surgery, and he's like, calm down, calm down. But he's like the bad guy. That's what you would look like. We'd all be like a bunch of Cordells. Yeah, mini me. Ishmael, y'all see the newest Leprechaun short from Fuzz and the Lens? Was it Leprechaun's
No.
Revenge? I think I didn't watch it, but I saw it circulating out there. It's like a like a fan film type of thing. Was it called Leprechaun's Revenge? Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It looked legit, man. But then I saw I might check it out.
Who played the Leprechaun? Was it
It's a fan
Davis?
it's a fan film, dude.
You think they could pay Warwick Davis a few?
Warwick
shillings?
won't come back for the real deal. You think he's going to come back for your movie? Making a leprechaun like, hey, it's like we're making a Leprechaun movie in my basement.
Pot of gold, yes.
We're making a Leprechaun movie in my basement. Can we get you to come down here, Warwick? And he shows up, and you've got like a sex swing, and like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's like, what would the Leprechaun say if he came in character? He would say like, I see a rubber pussy. I see rubber tits. I didn't sign up for this. Whatever the fuck you would say, dude.
You're getting me into the Leprechaun movies, which is sad because I always hated those, dude, and now I'm liking them. Fucking asshole.
Silhouette asks a really good question. What about a rocket launcher versus a gorilla? Well, see, now you're thinking with Resident Evil logic. When you get you get the S rank, see that entails you have to beat the game of killing a gorilla first, and then on your new game plus, you unlock the rocket launcher, and then you can just fucking devastate. But the thing is in Resident Evil, you first have to beat the game proper before they give you that rocket launcher, right? So I think you have
Unless
to
you pay for the DLC.
I feel like if you kill the first silverback, you're rewarded with a rocket launcher, and then the other ones are kind of like cake, and you can just plow them over. But even then, I still feel like some silverbacks, if there's enough of them, some of them are going to get ahead of the blast radius. You're only going to get so many of them, and then it takes time to reload that bitch. I still think you might be toast unless you have enough clearance, or if you have the high ground. If you're taking them out like a sniper, sniping silverbacks could be fun.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We don't condone hurting animals, killing for sport. Let's see here.
Unless it's a deer.
100 Brian Shaws would take a Silverado. Who's Brian Shaw? Don't tell me that's like some kind of like porno guy. Silhouette animator, vacuum or space gorilla. We're really going down the fucking rabbit hole with this fucking gorilla talk. Use the power of love. So basically just use the earnest. Come here, big fella. We did the trolls. I'm not going to hurt you.
That's the Huey Lewis in the News, right?
And you just go, you're so cute, and kiss the silverback. Todd doesn't get any of this. No. Harambe, Ernest Scared Stupid. You ever seen that?
No, I've seen it. I don't remember every scene like you do. I'm sorry.
That's how he kills. That's the weakness of the trolls, dude. First of all, it's milk. But when he can't kill the big daddy troll, the milk doesn't work. He has to use unconditional love, the heart of a child.
Well, if that actually came out on a physical format that I could find, I'd probably watch it.
And he starts dancing with the lead troll, and then he ends it with like he's like, "Oh, you're so cute," and he gives him a kiss on the smooch and the lips. And then when he takes his lips off, he's got like cum dripping, and he's like, and he goes, and the cum dripping on his lips, and that kills him. It's so funny. Anyway, this monkey talk is driving me bananas. Matt, sorry about last week. Had to work off tonight. Hey, man, it's awesome. Yeah, it sounds like you got an inconsistent schedule, man. I remember those days. That sucks.
Hey, catch the replay, man. Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm glad you're here tonight, man. And so Friday we're going to be doing something as well, but also Saturday we got a bonus for you guys because we're going to be going on Alpha Romero's channel.
Yeah,
and joining his live stream Saturday night. And Alpha Romero, if you're not familiar, he joined us for our Martin commentary last month. And so we're stoked to go over there. Hopefully we can bring a few guys over there. And we're going to have his
show. I was listening. I was driving around. I was doing some, I was selling some old DVDs at the game store or whatever, getting rid of some shit that's not worth anything. I was listening to Alpha Romero's latest podcast, man. I was cracking up, dude. He was telling some of his stories about himself growing up, and he had a story about I think it was his grandma. Like he went to go see Scary Movie with his grandma, and he
Oh wow, Miss
like
Man.
his grandma freaked out when they did the glory hole scene or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And like
do it again, do it again. Oh, and it goes right through his head.
I was
Oh.
laughing my ass off, dude. He was saying about that. But yeah,
I
go check him out.
What about the Miss Man where he turns around the chair and the balls fall out, dude? Like, sure, sit down. Take off your bra if you like. I love take off your bra if you like. Feminine odor itch got you down? Oh no, not that. It's like,
You got a baby dick too?
dude, yeah, that's so funny. But I think I died laughing when this man turned his chair and his balls, his dangling droopy summer. That was the funniest shit ever, dude. I was like, oh, it's God. He looked like Tony Little. You remember that guy that used to hawk the fitness products? You can do it.
I'll look him up. I'm sure I know you're
Tony
talking
Little.
about.
He used to pitch those. He was huge, but he was very feminine.
Oh, Tony, yeah, absolutely, dude.
And he'd be like, he's like, you feel it in your buttocks. That's what he always say, your buttocks. Why he's on that like elliptical?
He's in the elliptical where his legs go back and forth, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
the buttocks. Anyway, Warwick.
He has a very feminine face, by the way.
Yeah. You know, there's been times where I'm sure he plays for the other team, Todd. There's been times where he's pictures where he's literally wearing like a blouse, like a turtleneck blouse.
Oh, really?
And he's got like permed out hair. He's dressing like a soccer mom. So whatever he wants to do in his own time.
He looks great for 68, right?
Well, I haven't seen him on TV in 20 fucking damn years. I mean, I don't know how good he looks now. But Gary Oldman eaten by the pigs is a raw bad way to go out. Yeah, man. I haven't seen Hannibal in a long time. I know people don't like it. But Ray Liotta's in that. I remember
I saw it in theaters. I thought it was solid. I didn't love it, but I thought it was solid.
Ray Liotta was eating his own brain.
Yeah, that was cool.
He's like, it is good. He like lobotomized them, dude. Let's see. Warwick Davis is great in the miniseries Life is Short. Yeah, that's hilarious, dude. I love that. Ricky Gervais. That's really, really funny. And of course, I remember when Val Kilmer passed away recently, they were circulating the clips of Val Kilmer on that show, pitching Willow 2 and stuff. So funny. That's a great series. Eaten by pigs is worse than gators. Yeah, because it'd be a lot slower of a death, I imagine.
Oh, God, man. That'd be terrible.
Feeding the hogs, dude. Same guy from Return. Oh, it looked like the leprechaun from Returns.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It did. When I looked at the makeup, I'm like, this looks like Leprechaun.
So they can afford that guy, but they can't afford Warwick Davis. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I was thinking about this. If you had to be on like Skid Row and in the poorhouse, like that guy no doubt is, wouldn't it be better to be homeless if you were a little person because it takes less of the soup to fill you up at the kitchen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your food goes twice as far. Or if like you're able to like scrounge out half-eaten Subway out of the trash.
There you go.
That's like 3 meals for a little person.
Muffin stumps.
We should get this bootleg Warwick Leprechaun guy on the podcast and ask him how he's doing. Also,
it'd be a great interview. Absolutely.
If you're on the streets and you're out of work like bootleg Leprechaun are, if you have to live in your car, is that not like a standard 1-bedroom apartment for a normal person? It's not too bad. You could actually.
I live in a van.
But I'm saying if you were like 2.5 feet tall, I mean the back seat's not uncomfortable. That's like a fucking stretch limo. That's a full bed. I
keep trying to talk my wife into getting a trailer. I'm like, why don't we sell our house and get like a beautiful trailer?
My mind's in the gutter. I could have swore Riverman was going to say, I keep trying to talk my wife to inviting a midget in the bedroom. I was like, what the fuck, Todd, is going on? It's taking a hard left turn.
I'm in the fucking gutter, man.
I'm merely talking about the plight of the homeless little person. Todd wants.
We're talking about home. I'm talking about homes. He's talking about.
I was going off on that detour. You're going off the home detour. Would you want to live in a place you could like a camper? Not like a
absolutely
a Winnebago.
100%.
So next time you're out here, Todd, you'll see around here. It's super popular to build your garages with those like Winnebago garages that have like the huge, you got a regular garage and then some people have like the really fucking tall ones because they park their
fitness chick knows what's going on. No property taxes for a trailer. 100%. That's what I'm live off the grid like cousin Eddie. Yeah, live in, He lived in Nevada, or was it Arizona? No, he lived in Nevada because it was Vegas Vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah, something
Nevada.
like that. Yeah.
The babysitters were snakes.
Yeah.
Just for
There
that.
you go. I got kids. They can play with round them up.
Yeah, round them up. What was it called? Oh, but yeah, you're right. And you're not homeless if you're paying the campsite to stay there, right? That would be cool. Like if you had no other responsibilities, you were retired and you didn't have any kids in the nest or whatever, it would be fun to have. I would really want like a really bitchin' one though. Like I would
Oh,
spare no
yeah.
expense. If I was retired, like I want this thing to be luxury on wheels.
I mean, some of them are like $500,000, dude. I look at trailers like, I mean, I never get one, but because if I was divorced, didn't have, well, if I was divorced, let's just say I'd live in a trailer park, a really nice one, dude.
That's so funny. Yeah, you see, fitness is right. Fun size people have it easy. That's what I'm saying. What about the plight of the normie? What about my struggles? If I have to sleep in my car, it's my knees lock up. Todd,
Mhm.
if Todd ever had, back in the day, if anybody has like some company in the old back seat, it's not a fun experience. But if you're bootleg Warwick Davis, you're knocking what's the little boots that leprechauns wear with the buckle? You're knocking buckle shoes.
Buckle, yeah.
Fucking buckle shoes, dude.
I don't know what they're called, do you?
They're knocking buckle shoes. Reproducing, and that's another problem. We can't have that either.
Hey, I mean, sometimes when they reproduce, though, I mean, they have full-size humans. I've seen that before.
Yeah, little Planet Big World or Big
Yeah,
World.
yeah,
What's that?
yeah. That TLC or
I used
TCL,
to love
whatever
that
it is.
show
Yeah.
because when they were opening the series, like we like we live life just like you. It was like we do things the same as you, just a little different. And as the narrator said, a little different. They had the dad like bending over to get in his front seat of his car, and it just I'm immature. I'm sorry. But anyway,
No, I have a little person in my family, and
oh,
he's the guy's crazy. I mean, he's a party animal, dude.
dude, you what can you do? You have to live it up and let it work
Yeah.
for you. And the shorter the man, the furthest from God. That's right. These abomination damnations. What the fuck? No, dude, okay, this is terrible too, but they had an ad for midget wrestling that
Yeah,
came to town.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, my wife would never go to that with me. And I
Why?
get it. I mean, they're making money. They clearly want to do it.
Absolutely.
I almost like I wanted to get a buddy like, hey, can we go? And I think it was actually more specified that I think it was like lady little person wrestling. I'm like, even better. Like it's just crazy, man. Anyway, yeah, no property tax. The trailer, yeah, it's so fucked up. Sorry, Satan. We're feeling a bit ripe today.
Yeah.
Little people don't exist. Most people are just too tall. Little people don't exist. They can't hurt you. They're all in your head. If you stop giving their name energy, they cease to exist. It's like the Freddy logic.
That's
Just gotta
true.
stop talking about them. What's the first thing each of you did when you woke up today? What's the first thing I did? What's the first thing you did when you woke up today, Todd?
Oh god, the first thing?
Yeah.
What do you consider the first thing? I took my kid to daycare. That was the first thing I did.
Well, the first thing I do, because I work remote, is I roll out of bed like 5 minutes before I got to start working. And I don't even get clothes on, dude. It's funny. I roll up to my fucking computer. I'm butt ass naked, and I boot it up.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like butt ass naked, and I'm like half awake. I got
You
like
sleep
Nicole.
naked, dude?
I sleep fucking in the brief.
Why?
I not why I don't wear underwear either. Why are you shocked by this? I don't wear. I sleep naked.
Okay, see, I can't do this
We change
because
our sheets often. It's
no,
okay.
it's not that. It's like 2 days ago we had a terrible storm, and like I have to be on ready alert. Like you got to get up and get downstairs in the basement, that sort of thing. It's like I can't sleep naked. No.
So I'm not walking around. I'm not walking around the house naked. So before I go to bed, I do have pajamas that I'll wear in the evening. And then once it's time to go to bed, I take said pajamas and I keep them at the bedside. So yeah, if there's like a fire, I can put on the pajama pants. It's not that big of a deal, right? My dog makes me put on my clothes 3 times a night to go to the restroom outside, so it's already annoying.
Oh,
But
that sucks. Yeah.
yeah, it's really, really annoying. But anyway, so the first thing I do is I roll out of bed. I got Macaulay Culkin bed head. I'm in the fucking just nude. And then I roll up to my computer and I boot it up. And usually I'll check my email and I'm like, whatever. I'm fucking camera, tape on it, turned around. I don't risk that. I don't trust my company. Can you imagine whoever the eye in the sky is with my company, like staring at, like, here's the guy butt naked again. Like,
Aaron, you should really get that mole checked out on your chest.
I hear a voice in my house. Like, what the fuck? It's like coming from. It's like. What was I thinking? What is the Truman Show? Yeah.
Oh,
anyway. 4K just got here. What the hell is this? Aaron is talking about bang midgets.
It's been a pretty lively show.
I'm talking about Todd Bang. Okay, no, we don't say the M word. We say
little people.
They're little people.
Yeah.
Tonight's stream is Aaron's sinful confessions. What, that I sleep in the nude and I think little people have their.
We already know he free balls. I mean, that's something we've known for years by now.
Dude, if you guys were here in this room with me right now and I spun my chair around, I would miss man. How do you guys know I'm not wearing I'm wearing pants under here?
Ugh.
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Oh, Jesus.
It's hot in Arizona. No, 100%. I think that's really where it started, especially is when I moved to Arizona. It's hot here. It gets stuffy. And, us men, we run hot. The wife, women, they're cold. I have to compensate somewhere. So, you know what? If we have to have the heat a little bit up to satisfy her, I'm stripping down. But at a point, I can't start ripping off my flesh like pelts, meatloaf. We find that happy medium on the thermostat. I strip down. What's weird though? You guys shouldn't be judging me. The naked people with socks.
That's weird, dude.
That's weird. Hey guys, I'll be right back in 10 seconds. Todd, keep this going. Why don't you tell people the first thing you did? I'll be right back.
No, yeah, I kind of talked about it. Rolled out of bed. Do I get on my phone? I don't even know. I'm half asleep and I take my kid to daycare. That's it. That's the only thing I do. And then come home and start my day. Job searching and all that other crap. Yeah, it's not fun. Let's go to the chat here. Let's see. Yes, fitness chick. Yeah, he starts the morning with morning wood. Yeah, I'm sure Aaron. I mean, now that I hit 40, it's not the case anymore. Let's just say that. Aaron's got sweaty balls. That's right. He does. That's why he lives in Arizona, sleeps in the nude, and yes, he's got the sweatiest.
The sweaty balls.
Yes.
He starts work with his morning wood, dude. Of course. Why not?
That's why I just said.
Here's the thing.
I told the chat, I'm like, I'm 40 now. I wish I could. I mean, that's like something.
Here's the thing though, morning wood, I'm on that guy's clock. I can't help that. And I'm on the jobs clock too. So it's like I have to start work by a certain time. And if that time happens to coincide with the old morning W, it's not my problem. It's not, it's not anybody's problem. It's my dog's problem because he follows me wherever I go and he's got a little squishmallow he lays on next to my work desk. So he's probably just like numb to it. Like, oh, dad's walking around with a boner again. Me too. I'm gonna, he licks his. I can't do that. There was a time in my life where
your dad?
My dog.
Oh,
my dog, dude. My dad's dead, first of all, but my ghost dad is licking his dick next to me while I work, while I'm naked with morning wood. That's a fucking Dear Abby story.
This episode's off the rails. I'm sorry, guys.
Riverman's drinking Rolling Rock. Yeah, little people, good head. Okay. Yeah, man, absolutely. Rolling Rock, some good shit. Aaron's erotic tales. What's so erotic? Sleeping. I didn't do anything erotic. I said sleeping naked. What the fuck? Sleeping like Captain Spaulding there.
Yeah.
Is that what Captain Spaulding does? I remember when he was having sex with Ginger Lynn.
Speaking of Ginger Lynn, I think she was in that movie I just watched last night with
Eddie Furlong.
Yeah, and there's a scene where he's licking her nipple, dude.
Oh, dude,
You'll
don't
have to
ruin
watch
it.
this.
Don't.
You'll
Why
have
are
to
you
watch
giving?
this.
Why are you giving me spoilers? That's a major spoiler.
Okay, but
Yeah, don't do it
you gotta.
anymore.
I only watched half of it because I fell asleep, but it was entertaining. But it was just like I watched it like 1 in the morning, so like it's that sort of thing.
Hey, hold on. I think we've been had. So you were just telling a joke the whole time. I hear an iPhone alarm going off. Hello, that was the. I didn't realize there's a correct answer. I guess technically you're right. Well, I'm an asshole then. Um, let's see. Yeah, that Eddie movie. I gotta watch it. So we're in a bit of an Eddie mood lately because, as you guys know, we're unfortunately doing The Crow Wicked Prayer as our next.
Fortunately, come on, man, the movie's great.
Is that going down Friday or is that next week? When are we doing that?
Friday.
So we're doing the Crow Wicked Prayer Friday as our commentary. Todd should have a copy of the film right in a
Yeah, I
box.
have it in the box. Yeah.
He'll have it in a box. He's going to share to you guys, and it's really bad. So, but you can be the judge if it's so bad it's good. Eddie Furlong is ridiculous in it. The whole movie's terribly cast, miscast. As I put in my review, and a devil worshipping, Ebonic speaking Dennis Hopper can't save it. A Danny Trejo doing a resurrection dance around a dead bird with his man tits jiggling in slow motion doesn't quite save it. It's out there. So look.
I think it's from the director of Six String Samurai.
Okay.
If people know Vinegar Syndrome, they know Six String Samurai. It's supposed to be a pile of shit. I've never watched it, but I never will.
I'm gonna start doing like Nintendo does. If you guys ever watch that, if you guys are gamers, Nintendo has their directs, and it's all like translated because they're Japanese, and they always say, "Please look forward to it." Like nobody says that. Like we hope you look forward. Please look forward to it. So please look forward to us doing an Eddie Furlong classic.
It'll be so much fun. Yeah, you guys should join us. It's gonna be a crazy night. Let's just say that.
Well, Satan. If my wife shrank, then yes, because I'm married. But I guess if my wife got sawed off at the knees,
Yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
we'd have to get stumpy with it. Whatever.
Get stumpy with it.
Nah.
Will Smith, dude.
Getting stumpy with. Okay, I don't know. I feel like I was on anesthesia, dude. Wait, you seriously don't get morning wood when you're older, Todd? There you go. Until you get
No,
really?
no.
It happens sometimes. Really? It's not like nothing is like when you're 11 anymore.
Yeah.
Like back when you're 11, dude, the fucking wind picks up and you're just I used to have to do that. Remember, you go to the head of class, you'd have to. I thought I was so clever.
Put books over, yeah.
Oh no, the book is nothing. I thought I was going to grow up to be this genius engineer because I thought I invented the belt loop trick, like sticking it. I used to, get hard and I would fold it on my belly and put the belt loop to keep it like aligned up against my belly, kind of like I was wearing a wire and I was going on a drug sting. It's like, wait, check this guy. Is he wired? Shh. No, he's just got a cock up his belly.
Steve Urkel, dude.
Yeah, Steve Urkel.
Wiring chain, dude. Chain.
But yeah, as you get older, it just changes a little bit. But sometimes I wake up with the saluting the flag, dude.
A low T, man. Once you get older, you get the low T.
We're ballpark same age. You should. Are you taking testosterone yet?
No, I actually was thinking about going to one of those places to get mine checked.
Fitness. Why do I get the feeling you're trying to sell some TRT to Todd here? It's like, are you selling TRT? No, I often wonder. I don't know if it's one of those things I would notice until I had it. Like I could say I feel normal, but what if I started taking testosterone? Like, holy shit, I didn't realize this is how I used to feel. Like, you would notice it. I wonder, because isn't there downsides to taking testosterone?
I don't know. I mean, my age or our age now. I mean, we probably need to start looking at it just to make sure that everything's working correctly.
Damn. Well, yeah. Anyway, because what you're going to notice is if you go to the gym and stuff like that, it's a little harder to build muscle the older you get.
Yeah,
too. So,
absolutely.
If I want to get back to that kind of training, which I do eventually, especially when the baby's going to be here, I'm gonna have some time off. Yeah, I'll find out over the next 6 months. I'll find out. Hey, do I need to take some tea? Is this getting harder than it used to be? Because I'm somebody that can get in shape pretty pretty fast, we'll see. We'll find out. It doesn't get easier, that's for sure. Oh, Gushy, what's up, bro?
Hey, Gushy.
David. Oh, is that how you? David Aurea Borealis. All right, whatever. Yeah, the angel from Buffy. No, dude, he plays the leader of the satanic cult.
He plays Satan
terrible.
himself. He tries to turn into
Satan. Yeah. Like that's how it works. By the way, it's like I don't know. It's not good, but it'll be a fun time because believe me, there's a lot to say.
There's a lot to talk about. Yeah, it's fun.
Bon Jovi. Oh, I'm halfway there. Ooh, Tinkle Bell in a jar. Okay. Blaine, your T level. Yeah, your T level's maybe low, River. It sounds like it, man. You're kind of inspiring me though. I feel like next time I get a doctor checkup, I'm gonna ask him, be like, hey man, we check my T levels.
Well, yeah, I think you have to go to a specialist. So you have to go to one of those. I don't know if your main doctor can actually do it, can they? I mean, not do a full T.
I think it's now time to start getting my prostate checked. I want to get early on that. I feel like people are getting hit with that stuff earlier and earlier, man. And I just don't want to fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Joe Biden up in here.
Yeah.
Even though Joe Biden, he's lived to be a nice, ripe, old fucking crypt keeper age. But yeah. Let's see here. You're fresh out of TRT. Too bad. Well, let us know if you get more in stock. Yeah. I jog and pump iron. I'm always engorged.
Nice.
What is it?
There you go, Blaine.
Does that mean you're always rock hard? What's engorged me, dude? You're always like, you got a stiffy, dude. You're running around. Does that make running hard? Oh, by the way, yeah, I guess it doesn't make anything hard. But I imagine, when I used to run all the time, I used to do yoga a lot too. And there was times where I was super trim and doing yoga and I looked kind of sickly. It was a problem. But I used to have these like adorable, cute little running shorts, dude, that were like Apollo Creed and Rocky 3 running on the beach.
Oh God, dude.
You get wood in those things. Bad news bears.
Why would you ever wear those fucking shorts, dude?
It's bad news bears for every person on the block, dude. I don't know, but
I mean,
because you feel confident when you're like 5% body fat, you get hit with a certain confidence, Todd. You want to start showing off those quads. You want to show off those.
Wants to see that shit. I mean,
you be wearing booty shorts. Absolutely.
Even if you're ripped, nobody wants to see that, dude.
Oh, if you don't get boners on the regular, that literally means you need TRT. Okay. Is TRT like an offshoot of testosterone, or is it like a blend, like a coffee? Is it like a little bit of testosterone? And is it what's the boner pills? What's the boner
Blue
pills?
Chews or whatever?
No, what's the actual Cialis? Is that the drug? Cialis? I think it's Cialis. So one time, it's a genetic thing where I tend to run high on cholesterol, like I have to really watch it and really limit like red meat and all that shit because they just get to weird fucking levels.
Absolutely.
Anyway, and it's been like that for a while. And the doctors tried to testosterone replacement therapy. Duh. No shit. Yeah. So the doctor, I think it was Cialis, and I didn't realize at the time because he's like, this helps this problem too. And I was like, well, what's the side effects? And it was something with cholesterol. And I didn't realize, I wasn't connecting this because I've never used Cialis, and I wasn't connecting that they was the same thing. And I went to the pharmacy to pick it up, and I'm like, and he was telling me, like, well, they're boner pills. I'm like, boner pills? He's like, what's the side effects of this? He's like, blindness. I'm like, fuck this. And I swore off red meat for like 6 months. Like, I'm not fucking doing this.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's so funny. Yeah, man, maybe no TRT, eat meat and exercise. Testosterone will skyrocket naturally. That is the way to go about it if you can help it. I really do. I do feel. So Todd, yeah, you should finally move your ass out to Arizona. We'll be gym buddies. We'll go out and we'll go to spin classes together like little old hens.
Oh, I love it, man.
We'll go out and run. We'll bike. I
love the bike. I was thinking about getting a bike.
I used to love to bike, and the only reason I don't own a bike out here is I don't live really close to any trails. But I wish I lived in a different spot where I could just hit a trail every day. But speaking of Satan, there you go. I need a full version of the Meatloaf cover and Drive Angry. speaking of the devil, the guy doing the
There you go.
cover of that did it better than Loaf. That's sacrilege, my friend.
Yes.
Nobody does anything better than Loaf. In fact,
No.
the Loaf does covers better than everybody else. I don't want to even say the name Celine Dion, but when he covered what's it? It's all coming back to me now. Meatloaf covered that in Bad Out of Hell 3. He duetted it with somebody. And you
Yeah,
know what? I
Meatloaf King,
love
dude.
that song. The test is you have to jizz in a cup. For the TRT, the replacement. What?
I think we already talked about this, the vasectomy and all that stuff.
I feel like this is a scam operation going
It
on
probably is.
with
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
clinic. You know damn well the doctors be like, thank you. And he's like leaving the room. He's going, and he's just drinking it or something. Like, why would they? I guess they would count your sperm count. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Cream and sugar with that. I don't know.
He just pours it. He takes it back to the break room, dude. They're talking about the
Mhm.
newest episode of Survivor while they're fucking putting some of that shit in their coffee, dude. Is Survivor even still on the air, by the way?
I don't know, man.
My
I have
grandfather
no
loved
idea.
Survivor.
That,
He was
that
like,
show's terrible. It's always been terrible.
hey, I'm a lot like Richard Hatch. Remember the first winner from the original season? The guy that was naked all the time?
Oh, I do remember that guy. That's the only memorable person on the show.
I think he played for the other team, so that part's not me. But he was always naked. He was always naked on the island, making everybody uncomfortable. That's kind of me. I think Frank Zappa died of prostate cancer when he was young. Yeah, did he? Is that what he died of?
Zappa?
Zappa.
I don't know. A lot of people died of prostate cancer.
It's scary, man, because insurance companies, they're not wanting to cover certain regular procedures if you're below a certain age, but statistically a lot more people are getting colon cancer, young ages, prostate cancer. I would not want to mess around and find out. I've said it before. I've said it again, Silhouette, like you, my boy here, he's doing the right thing, getting checked, doing what you got to do. My dad was dead and cold in the ground at 44 from colon cancer. Mm-hmm. And he never went to a doctor. And he went to the doctor one night because he was pissing coffee all of a sudden, like just pitch black. Yeah. And he went to the ER, and literally that night they're like, holy shit. Well, here's the thing. You're probably going to die any week now, And so one day he's having a cookout with the family. Everything's fine. And then a few hours later, you have a death sentence.
Yeah.
And he was 44. And I know, at least for that kind of cancer, I don't really know about prostate. It's super slow growing. So that's why if you stay on top of this shit, you should be good to go. And even if you really did find something, you should be catching it and you should be good. And that tells me if he was dead at 44, he probably had this shit in his 30s. Right?
Yeah.
And that's scary because insurances are not covering that shit when you're 30s. So you really got to go through a lot of, hoops and whatnot.
See, and my mom died of blood cancer, but she was like 60.
Was it leukemia or what was it?
It was multiple myeloma. So it's like a blood cancer. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's hereditary or not, but it basically ate all her bones up and stuff. So, but she lived for about 7 years, I think, after she was diagnosed with stage 4.
And, she lived with stage 4 that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I went down and took care of her for a while.
Wow.
So.
But that's
she lived for about 7 years, I think.
I imagine there was a ton of upkeep though. Like her life was different.
Oh yeah.
It's just
we took her to infusions and all that other shit. Yeah.
Mutineer next week on Aaron's Erotic Tales. Aaron's morning wood gets the better of him and his webcam catches it all while his dog looks on. Gets the better of me as in tempts me and I have to fucking whack it. Is that what you're implying? Whack it in my I want to get a shed so I can whack in it. The Batman villain Man-Bat in the Burton universe would 100% look like Frank Zappa mixed with Darkman. What about Duckman? Gushy, find a reputable TRT place because some places are turn and burn. Yeah, I imagine is it like going to Turkey for hair transplants, dude? And
I'll definitely have to find a reputable one. That's for sure. Yeah,
you don't want to get a botch job, dude. What if they I don't know. What if they inject you with like fucking motor oil or something?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm literally getting ads for one of those boner pills prescription things. It's because we're talking
We're
about it.
talking about it. Sorry.
We're talking about it, and the fucking eyes in the skies in your PC,
You're,
fucking
you're too young for that shit, man.
Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, shit like that. It's listening to you and they're feeding you boner pill ads.
We should. I mean, Blue Chew should sponsor our show. Come on. I mean, we're at that age now.
Wouldn't that so be funny, dude? Take him to a strip club that should boost his testosterone. Wouldn't that be hilarious? It's like that's what you tell your wife and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but then you go to a strip club. It's like, well, you don't have a problem. It doesn't have a problem getting all teed up here. It's like
I never said I had a problem. I'm just saying we were talking about the morning routine.
But still, that's still low T because like when you're a kid, when you're like riding high,
absolutely when you're a kid.
It's all the time.
Well, you had dreams. Like I don't have dreams anymore, so it's like
I rarely have. It is it's funny how that just doesn't exist anymore. But
yeah,
it is rare. But let me tell you, when it does, I'm saluting the fucking Oval Office.
Your shorts.
Doctor saying your seed is very fertile. I swear we're gonna get to this fucking Nightmare on Elm Street thing any day now. We've been talking about for an hour and 15 minutes. We've been talking about the plight of the little person and how it's not so plighty. And we've talked about Leprechaun sequels, and we've talked about Todd taking on an orangutan and now a chimpanzee, not an orangutan. But we'll get there. Ew, why would you drink that without a straw? Oh, we're talking about the Todd's jizz. I get you. That's the doctor's office, dude. It's a milkshake. It's a protein shake. We were talking about going to the gym and fitness. I would shit myself in fear. Zappa didn't believe in modern medicine either. Yeah, that bites people in the ass too, man. And I don't believe in. Obviously, there's some really good Eastern medicine out there, but I think you kind of have to like ride a line here because you have like Christian scientists that don't believe in any medicine. They believe in, the power of God will cure what ails them, and it's all about perspective. Because
I'm somewhere in the middle.
I believe God gave us technology and herbs and medicine and shit like that. It's just you got to find out where that line is getting crossed by big pharma, and they're out to just profit. Yeah, Steve Jobs, dude. Steve Jobs went way too far into it. He was like, man on the moon. What's it called? Why can't I spit it out?
He didn't. It's crazy that Steve Jobs was like that, but Bill Gates is the complete opposite.
Bill Gates isn't man enough to drink his own shit water he's trying to peddle, dude, out of his own like machines.
Yeah.
I need to plug that scene in a podcast sometime. Right now I have the Hulk Hogan Stanley Steamer video tagged at the end of all the videos. I need to switch it to a clip of Steve Jobs like doing his like water filtration in Africa, taking the sewage water and then like faking the sip. Yep, it's real water. It's like
with Bill Gates pie in the face is probably the greatest video ever.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Pancreatic is the worst because you have no symptoms till it's too late. Yeah, that's terrible, man. And
let's not talk about this.
Man, fuck can't. We're bringing the whole party down, dude.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, let's.
Okay, well, we take Todd to a tea strip joint that Aaron's friend took him to. Oh God, I didn't go to a strip joint, dude.
I got a happily married man. I don't need that. We're talking about morning stuff. We're not talking about throughout the day.
Take him to these seedy underground clubs at night to cure what ails him. Aaron Riverman, you thought about writing for Men's Health? Todd's column about fucking dominating a fucking chimpanzee. The do's and don'ts.
Obviously, I don't have low T if I can dominate a male chimpanzee.
I guess you're right, but you know what? You're giving yourself too much credit because you haven't cashed that check yet. We don't know if you would.
We'll see.
Fred Durst over here writing checks that your mouth can't cash over here with his chimpanzee talk. Gushy says, get juiced and dressed like you're 20 years old. Ultimate Sigma Chad move. Yeah, dude. You got to get, you got to go to Turkey, get the hair transplant, fill out the hairline. Then you got to get him to fill out like a fake 5 o'clock shadow, dude. So you look like a Turkish guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to complete the look. Mutineer, that's true. I once watched Raising Arizona, which features Pampers on my PS5 of all things, and immediately started getting Pampers ads on all my devices.
There you go.
Oh, dude, I've gotten really questionable shit just because someone was having conversation around me about it. I'm like, what is going on? God's the one watching your morning. Yeah, it's God. I guess you're right, dude. Funny story. So, and this is gonna be the last thing, and we're gonna move on. But I think I've told Todd this. So when I was like young, and like we used to sleep at like grandparents' house and stuff like that. My grandmother had like a big like mural portrait of Jesus on Mount Olive, like looking down on you,
Mhm.
dude. And I'm like, yeah, nothing's going down here.
That's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
weird. Nothing's going down here. I think it was strategy on her part.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah. Yeah.
wa-
Yeah.
watch, watch. You'll wake up and you'll see Leprechaun in an ad selling Blue Chew knockoff.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
the AI gets really smart, dude. It starts creating its own ads, dude. Like it's
Dude, he has something here. I'm sure it's gonna happen. Yeah.
silhouette. No, hey brother, yeah, rest up. Best of luck with
Yep.
your doctor visit and your surgery, and let us know everything's
It'll
okay,
go
man.
great, brother.
Blaine, rest in peace, Michael Madsen. Fun fact,
Yep.
I really was almost trying to talk Todd off the ledge of doing Wicked Prayer because it's that bad, but it's fun. It'll be fun for you guys. I'm not trying to, but I was like, hey, Michael Madsen just passed away. We should do Free Willy. And Todd's like, why? And I'm like, why do we do half the shit we do? I think
I'm not saying I don't like Free Willy. I mean, I do enjoy it, but it's
Free Willy is a mainstay of the 90s. Everything
yes,
about it. Michael
yes.
Jackson, it's all there. But we got to do something to honor our boy Mr. Blonde, right?
We will.
Yes. 4K holistic medicine fails are hilarious. Man on the Moon ending, like you referenced. Yeah, when he I couldn't spit out his name. Andy Kaufman. Andy
Yeah.
Kaufman and awesome. Say, all right, so this is the perfect time. We're gonna switch gears. We promoted that we're here to talk about upcoming 4K releases. Hey Todd, really quick, was it today we were gonna do Name That Kino too, or no?
I got 2.
Okay, so let's just do those to break the ice, and we'll
Okay.
get into these 4K releases and that terrible Nightmare on Elm Street box
Okay,
set.
so you wanna do Name That Kino first?
Yeah, let's just go ahead
Okay.
and split it
Okay.
up, lighten up the mood.
Okay.
Todd's got a
Tell
couple of Name
people
That
what Name
Kino.
That Kino is.
It's been a while, but Name That Kino is a segment where one of us presents the other with some screenshots, and we have to guess the movie. Now, the thing is Todd will usually have 3, maybe 4 screenshots, and the idea is they start off really hard, and if I suck, they'll get progressively easier until it's basically a gimme. So we're going to be doing that. And yeah, Blaine, oh my God, Name That Kino's back. Yeah, we want to bring it back a little bit more on the regular, man. Yeah, about time we got more of that Name That Kino. Okay, we're bad. We should start incorporating it a little more regularly, right? But so Todd's gonna test my wits. Let's
Yes.
do it. Time to
Okay.
whoop ass and Name That Kino. Gamer Guy's really good at it, but you know what? I think he's also.
God. You gotta turn off the comments, remember?
Oh yeah. So let me know when I. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the comments. You guys
Okay.
at home in the stream, you guys can guess along with it. I can't see it. You guys are
Yep.
purely talking to Todd from this moment starting now. Comments
Okay.
are shut off from me.
All right. Well, you have to present.
Sorry,
you have to
what
hit
do we?
present, I think.
I gotta present. Oh, my bad. I have to present.
Oh
You
no,
do.
no, no, no. Okay, here, let me share my screen. Well, I just had it up.
Well, there you
Are
go,
we, oh, what the hell just happened?
bro. Just you got to present.
I did. I hit share screen. Look at this.
Look,
I share my window. Watch it. Why is it doing that?
do it again.
Okay.
We'll do it this way. It has been a while, hasn't it, old man? Interesting.
What the hell? Okay.
What's going on? Interesting. I don't know. Let me see if it works for me. I'll try and share screen, and let me see what I got for you guys.
Here, I can try to share my entire screen.
Look, mine shares.
Okay, let me try to share my entire screen.
As you guys can see, I was watching the 1992 show where Dio abruptly left Black Sabbath and Halford had to fill in. He was on short call because he lives in the valley. Fun fact.
Well, I mean,
anyway,
Rob Halford's king, dude. So
all right,
let
so
me try
Todd,
to share this. Let's see what is it doing? Okay, let me try this.
User error on Todd's part.
Window share. I don't know what the hell is happening.
Well, that was a fun round. Name That Kino. Are we sure it can't work? Because I don't want to move on if it can work. Stop screen. Do it again. One more time. We'll give it another second, and then we might have to get straight to
Share
the blue.
screen. Do not show me these tips.
Riveting.
What the hell?
All right, so we'll circle back to name that Kino maybe at the end. We'll try it again, but let's go ahead and talk about a couple of 4K releases coming out. The hot topic, though, if you guys are collectors of physical media out there, I get the feeling, fitness chick, you probably got a bigger DVD collection than all of us. I don't know why, maybe not, but why do they keep doing this series dirty, man? You can't share it, Todd. Nothing's sharing anymore.
Fuck.
So I'll pull it up. Cod,
Yeah.
talk about it. And I'm going to get it pulled up.
Okay, so this came out a handful of days ago, and this is the new Nightmare on Elm Street collection. So they're coming out with the original first 7 Nightmare on Elm Streets on 4K. This is what the packaging is going to look like. So we know when this Blu-ray came out back in 20 whatever. I mean, early mid 2000s, late 2010s. I don't know. When Blu-ray came out. It was a shitty box set. Terrible artwork with Freddy on the cover. It was like one of those like all-in-one discs, or well, they had like a handful of discs in there, and it just looked terrible, man. And everybody's been bitching about this for 10 years plus. And everybody was excited when this this announcement came out. They're coming out with 4K here in the States. They're coming out worldwide. So there's some other releases we'll show, probably like a French release and that sort of thing. But this is the one that's supposedly coming out in the States. And once this hit, everybody was pissed off about it.
Look at this piece of shit.
And I could totally understand why. Because
it's like we're being trolled. Because within the community, like Todd was saying, that last release I got put out years ago on Blu-ray, it's just been nothing but a meme at this point with physical media collectors at how terrible it was and how dirty they did our boy Fred. And so you would think, okay, well, we got to deliver the goods now. We have to live up to something now. And this is what they come out with. And it's just fucking stupid. I don't like the last one was just lame. This one is like stupid. Like, are you guys fucking with us? Are you fucking with us right now? And I hate that, it says like the original first 7 nightmares. It says this on the spine, and it makes it look
see the spine.
It says the original first 7 nightmares, or all 7 films. It makes it look like one of those Walmart DVDs you would get back in the day in the bin that had like 30 fucking terrible movies crammed into one, and it would have all this like shitty advertisement, and it just looks so cheap. And what I don't understand is they could throw a rock and hit an artist they could commission that would do awesome artwork, and they just don't want to do it. I don't get it. Like, all they have to
is this AI, you think?
It could be, but
it looks.
Why would they dump as much money as they do going through the scan process and making 4Ks of an entire series, and then cheap out on commissioning an artist to just do some sick ass shit? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, is there really somebody out there is there a suit out there that's like, yeah, this is great?
Okay, so the first 7 nightmares, how many discs is this going to be? 7 discs, or is this going to be like more than that? That's I don't know. Somebody said, oh, that's Pizzo that put that up there.
Yeah, okay. We don't know. They could probably shove all the movies on one fucking 4K, to be honest with you. I don't know why. They need to load it with special features. And but I feel like it's going to be like they always do. And this is, by the way, exactly as I predicted, because they always give the original film the special treatment. They'll give it an anniversary release, and then the other ones just get shoehorned in and shoved in a fucking package. But I don't think it's really been since DVD, since they got a la carte releases. I don't think these are getting a la carte releases. I think we're getting this shitty box. It's going to be a shitty 4Ks. It's going to be like some Rocky Balboa, like collection shit. And, I don't regret.
I mean, do you really expect anything less? Because, who's putting this out? This is what?
Warner, right?
Warner. Yeah.
Warner.
So they put out, what else did they put out? Warner Brothers.
They put out the Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one.
No, in 4K recently. Did they put
Lethal Weapon?
Oh, they put out the Lethal Weapon, which looked like shit too. The artwork. So some people are saying that this is fake. Looks like Gushy said, I heard this was fake.
I don't think the European limited edition looks as bad as the standard.
But the French version is just called Freddy. I guess they just call it Freddy over
Well, I'm
there.
talking about the Lethal Weapon. I don't think
Oh, the Lethal Weapon.
the
Okay,
European, that one doesn't look as bad as the American one we got. And I saw the one you're talking about, the one that's floating around, the alternate artwork for Europe, and that one doesn't look as bad in my opinion.
So
it's just
terrible.
it's just back to being generic.
Yeah.
But this is fucking stupid. At this point, give me generic. But I just don't get it. Like, why can't they should have given this to like Shout, and they could have done a similar thing like they did with that Jason box set. Give them all a la carte cases and give a sweet box that you would love to display, and it have a sweet mural. Think about it. You could have a sweet mural that blended in elements of every movie, and it would look
Absolutely.
really good.
And that artwork that that Blockbuster guy, box set guy, is pumping out. I mean, that looks great, but I can't pay for extra packaging. That's just not me. I mean, it's gonna be expensive enough. I don't have the money for all that shit.
Well, people are already starting to get priced out of the hobby in general.
Yeah.
It's just, the only people keeping it alive are neckbeards like us. So, when that consumer base shrinks down to a certain level, they got to start jacking up the price on us, which sucks because it's like the real fandom gets punished essentially because they got to make ends meet, and they're going to start, they charge the boutiques $50, right?
That's for one movie. I mean, it's crazy, dude.
People have to wait once a year for the Criterion sales to not pay $50, ahead. But yeah, it's what I don't understand is this series, in my opinion, I always associated with having the most beautiful hand-drawn posters back in the day, the actual film posters. So how do you take a franchise? I mean, dude, the Nightmare on Elm Street, those hand-drawn posters, they destroyed anything Friday the 13th ever had. Anything. They destroyed Halloween posters. All this, they were gorgeous pieces of work, dude. Like I would hang up even shitty Freddy movies like Freddy 5. You have the carriage and the eye.
Very
Freddy
cool,
delivers. Yeah. It's so awesome. I would hang that on my wall and I would get it framed. It's just beautiful art. So I don't know why it went from this to this.
Which I think they are putting out the Freddy 5 uncut. I believe that they were working on that. So that could be a bonus if they end up doing it. But that was rumor mill was saying that they were working on that. So I'd love to see it.
The good thing is if they care, which it's Warner, so they probably don't. I mean, it's not like a boutique we're dealing with. But if they did care, if there was somebody out there actually feeling the pulse of feedback, there's time to change this. It's not out yet.
Absolutely.
It's not out yet. And, this kind of shit has happened before where stuff got changed.
Wait another 6 months. That's fine. Just create something better.
The last time it happened, granted, it was a boutique, was that blaxploitation set. Remember, everybody was dogging.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was dogging that art.
Scream Factory, yeah.
And they about faced and they created something simpler and more vanilla.
Which is fine. It was, I mean,
look,
and I still want that set, by the way. Once it goes on sale, I'm going to pick that up.
Anyway, it just wouldn't it wouldn't be hard to do, but that's if they give a shit. But anyway, and I'm going to pull up what's another release. I guess I'll man the controls here.
That Night 90 release. I kind of want to look at that.
Yeah. Oh, Night 90. Dude, that's actually the big one. Let me catch up on some comments real quick. Let's see. Hey, Satan, I believe that last Sabbath show was yesterday. It was this weekend. I streamed it. I got the pay-per-view or whatever you want to call it.
David Draymond was the best.
Yeah, whatever. It was fun though. Everyone's lining up for Carrie 2 final. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. The Rage Carrie 2. The Vinegars.
Thank you.
It's a weird guilty pleasure, dude. You got Zachary Ty Bryan.
Do you need that in 4K? I don't need it in 4K. But
I need Zachary Ty Bryan telling me he's going to get that nut in 4K.
I'm very picky when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome now.
Yeah, because they just put out all kind. Well, the problem is, I understand that these boutiques, when they acquire a film they want, they usually acquire a lot to get the film they want. So they end up with a bunch of shit. I get that. The problem with Vinegar is they turn all the shit into special editions.
Yeah.
They treat it like it's fucking like amazing shit, and they kind of prey on the FOMO of their fan base. At least with Shout Factory, a lot of times, at least back in the day, I don't know how they've been doing lately, they would release sort of bare bones releases.
Well,
which
that's why I like Kino, because they're pretty much bare bones and they're cheaper. I mean, and they have a lot of good titles that are coming out.
Sometimes Shout Factory would kind of surprise me with the films they would choose to just shove out as a bare release and not give the special edition treatment. Like they didn't give Brain Scan. I think they should give Brain Scan
collectors. Absolutely.
But it's just how it works. It's just how Vinegar Syndrome goes about it. Wait, I'm not going to upgrade to 4K. I'm happy with my. Oh, are you still on DVD? You didn't even do
there's nothing wrong with that, man. I still watch DVD all the time.
Be like Phil Anselmo, dude. Still rock your fucking Betamax.
I watch VHS, I watch DVD, I watch Blu-ray, 4K, I watch it all.
Will you think that cover's fake? I doubt it's fake. You guys, you're giving
a lot of people talking about.
You're giving Warner way too much credit, dude. That's not fake. I mean, maybe it's fake in the sense that they got AI to do it.
Satan, he likes the art.
You kind of like the art. You are the fucking devil. Damn.
Wow.
Damn. I heard it was fake. Gushy. Well, I would love it if that came to pass and it was fake. I would, because it just seems like a troll.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It seems so tone deaf.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they have to know. Better be 7. They're working on a new restoration of Freddy's Revenge. The director has been sharing sneak peeks of the restoration. Yeah, no doubt. I'm glad they're doing restorations, and that's what I'm saying. I had such high hopes. Like, there's no way they can drop the ball at the packaging. Please.
Well, the thing is, I still think the best set, that's for the franchise,
the DVD set.
No, I actually like the Friday the 13th, the Scream Factory Blu-ray box set. I think that's an amazing set.
Yeah, I love it. And I got mine for free.
I know. I gave it to you, didn't I?
No, I bought it.
What did
he didn't give me
that. I didn't give it to you. I thought I got 2 of them. No, that was Dawn of the Dead. Remember that?
And I bought it off of you.
And you bought it off of me.
Yeah, didn't give me shit. Look at you. We'll be fucking 80 years old. You'll be talking about that time. You fucking gave, like, I know, I fucking paid.
Well, you could probably get like 300 for that now if you wanted to.
No.
But yeah, something like that. I mean, that set is just stellar, man. Even if it was just Blu-ray, I mean, like, I don't know, man. When it comes to sets, I love that set.
I think the Blu-rays probably look fine, dude. Not all the Friday films are on 4K anyway. You just got the first cut. Well, no.
Yeah.
No, Arrow put out. Sorry, the first 2, and Arrow put out Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
But
go to hell.
4K Tent Revival was telling us how shitty at least one of them looks. But I just don't. I'm definitely at the point now where I know for a fact that sometimes the blues can look better, and it's all about the transfer.
Brighter. Yeah.
So it's just it's going to be hard to beat that set. And I hope they include Never Sleep Again.
Oh, I agree.
They need to include
a great documentary. Great.
Why would they not? Like, what do they really have to lose? It's not like they're really selling that a la carte. I mean, I know you can buy it digitally, but just include it. It's such a great documentary. Thinks it's going to be double stacked on top of each other.
Probably it could be. I mean, the discs.
Oh, dude, isn't that how the Blu-ray set was? Weren't they? I think they were.
I don't think so. I don't think they might have been.
I mean, I could whip it out. It's right. I'm not wearing pants. I could whip it out.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I think they were. I think they were like double stacked, and there was just like, I think all the films were on like 5 discs, right? There was like 2 in there. I don't know, right? Wasn't there like 2 films per disc?
Yes, I think something like that. Yeah, if I remember.
And there was like 3 or 4 discs.
But they actually look pretty good. I thought Blu-rays look pretty good. If I remember right.
If it's not 7 discs in individual cases, I'm out. I don't think it's gonna be, dude. I put money on it right now. With Warner,
4Ks are like what? I mean, 100 gig. I mean, they're pretty big disc.
Oh, well, but they should. There's something
If
kind
they're
of cool.
doing new transfers, I'm sure they're probably gonna have
But
to be,
but
right?
they need to be loaded too, because I want them to have features for every
Yeah,
single
yeah.
one. They really need to go all out and have special features for each one. Like literally treat this like a fucking box set, man. I want to, if I'm buying a box set, I want to act like I'm buying actual fucking special editions of every movie.
Absolutely.
People will pay for it. I will pay for the correct treatment of every film, even the bad ones. And
Yeah,
I
because
want to
you never
watch
have to buy it again.
I want to
Absolutely.
watch all new featurettes. I want to watch all new behind the scenes. I want commentaries. I want the whole deal.
Yeah.
Um, and what they don't understand is the fans will pay for it. But I think the problem with a studio like Warner, when they're releasing it, they're not going after us. I think they're going after the broad market.
Which is dumb.
I think that's why they have chosen not to pimp it out and lease it to a
The broad
boutique.
market doesn't give a fuck.
The reason why they're holding on to it and not giving it to Shout Factory to take care of is because Shout Factory would do what we want to do with it, and they would cater to us, the collectors. But Warner knows there's a broad market, a commercial market, and they want to go for the normies. But even if you want to go for the normies, okay, that's where I kind of understand your generic packaging. Like whatever, like the European one, we just want to tell everybody it's Freddy. We've got to have the glove there, whatever. This one, I don't get. This is not normie packaging. This is weird.
This is
goofy,
Walmart packaging,
stupid. It would make sense if it was the original one was bad too, but at least it had Freddy ripping through in the glove.
It's Tales from the Dark Side packaging. Remember that DVD set
I
with
have
the ghoul on the front? It looks terrible.
In the doorway, dude.
Ugh.
It's really bad.
That's bad, dude.
Anyway, one more thing, Silhouette. Oh, you're still here, man. You just can't quit us. Brokeback Mountain reference. One more thing before I forget. You gonna get the Dean Cain Superman show Lois and Clark complete series Blu-ray that just came out? No. I'm not.
But Quest for Peace is coming up soon.
But I have to say, everybody knows. I think Terry Hatcher, as far as like Hollywood babes, she was top shelf. She's still top shelf. Yeah. But Terry Hatcher in her fucking day, like Seinfeld, Terry
Desperate
Hatcher,
Housewives,
or even in Desperate Housewives. But go back and watch Tango and Cash. Terry Hatcher and
it's been
Terry Hatcher and Tango and Cash. That is peak female. But with that said, I'm still not going to buy the set. Sorry. I could always Google pictures of Terry Hatcher if I really had to. I'll just watch Tango and Cash. Let's be frank. Freddy 5 is better than Freddy 4. Ooh,
blasphemy.
That's a hot take. I mean, I respect your opinion. It's a deep cut. With Terry Hatcher, I'm sorry if I'm not leaving. No, dude, we're not kicking you out, dude.
No, dude.
we love it that you're here.
Hang around, brother.
Just honest to God, nervous. I won't get to talk to y'all again on Friday if it goes south.
Again, you'll be good, brother. You'll be good.
Again, dude, you got to think positive, man.
Yeah.
Or have the mentality of a fatalist. You don't have control of this stuff, man. I could get hit by a bus if I walk outside tomorrow. You know, I could go shopping and knowing the current state of our country, there could be a mass shooting and I get gunned down. Right? You can't live like that. More often than not, things are going to be all right, man. Just what did Joe Dirt say? You can't have no in your heart. Don't have no in your heart, man. You'll be fine. You're going to be hanging out unless you're recovering. You're going to be let's be honest, dude. If you're here Friday watching Wicked Prayer with us, you're going to wish you didn't make it. Yeah, but we're going to be wishing we were right there with you, dude. Sorry,
it's not that bad. So I mean, Wicked Prayer is levity. Actually, it's fun. It's fun, dude. You'll enjoy it.
Bring a little levity to the conversation. You're going to be fine, brother. You're going to be fine.
You'll be good, brother.
And we're going to survive too. Hopefully, we're going to survive. Lois and Clark's New Adventure Superman got a Blu-ray. So yeah, maybe when Carrie 2's on sale for $10, maybe I would buy it. Well, I'm not going to pay stupid boutique prices for it. But I hate, that's what sucks about Vinegars. They don't really, because with Scream Factory and Criterion, you can catch a decent deal if you're patient. And they always produce like big numbers. Like they don't go out of, you know what I mean? They don't get sold out. Like you're always going to find a Criterion release you want. You can wait. And obviously Kino, they have Kino sales. Vinegar's not really like that, right?
Well, it takes a year to actually for shit to go on sale, and they usually press only like what 10,000 copies, depending
Yeah,
on what it
they
is.
do this fucking false scarcity
Yeah.
bullshit. Warner's doesn't really care. They just want the first bite at the apple. Watch them license it out later. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. F-13 set is the only. Well, Halloween.
Absolutely, brother.
Universal licensed out Halloween to Shout. I actually was kind of blown away and shocked by that when that happened. When they released the Halloween 4K set, I was shocked that Universal
But
gave
it
it
didn't
up.
have the did it have the zombie films in it? Rob Zombie films?
Oh,
The Halloween box set?
no, not the Shout one. They released their own box set right before that had all of them.
Okay.
Wasn't it like a Blu-ray thing and it had everything? But the Shout Factory one, the one that had all the slip covers and stuff like that, with all that new artwork with him standing in front of the house.
Oh yeah, I have that. Yeah, I have that. The 4K, those are 4Ks. But yeah, that Friday box set it's amazing. It's great.
F-13 set is the only 10 out of 10 release ever. PM release. What's PM stand for? My brain is jelly.
I don't have no idea.
Paramount. That's not Paramount. They didn't really. What's that mean? Jason X from Shout Factory is far superior to the unwatchable Arrow 4K of Jason. I am curious to watch it though because you talk so much shit on it. Maybe I can just watch something on YouTube. With
and
like
the fact that 4K really likes Jason X, which we haven't seen since theaters, we probably need to rewatch it sometime. And I've watched a lot of shitty movies in the past few weeks. Maybe I do need to revisit Jason X.
Why don't you make a video, A and Bing them? I think that'd be great. Get some hits. I would like to watch something like that. Just A, B, both copies.
I don't have that. I don't have
I'm talking about 4K.
Oh, 4K. Oh yeah, physical media is what PM was, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
PM Dawn. I thought it was abbreviated for that.
Set adrift on memory bliss with PM Dawn. Yeah.
Hey, Darth Goracorn, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the chat. He
Darth?
says, what did they do to Nightmare on Elm Street this time? After the last movie, I already have no faith in any more movies, sadly. Well, it's not what they did to the movies themselves. It's just the packaging is absolutely horrendous. And some people here are saying that the rumor, it could be that it's fake. It almost seems like we're getting trolled because even if you liked the Blu-ray set that came out like over a decade ago, it can't be ignored that the overall fandom and geek community absolutely hated it. So if they really ignored that, it would be intentional. So, we'll see.
And it's the nerds that are buying this. And if the nerds aren't happy, I mean, it's not going to sell. So you got to do something. I mean,
not they're going to find out that normies are not buying movies anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Back when the Blu-ray set came out, yeah, normies are still buying it because they put that in the shitty, flimsy fucking case, this skinny, and think about it. That thing was always marked down to like $20.
Well, they really don't sell anything in Walmart anymore. Like, but
back when the Blu-ray set came out, they did it right. From a business standpoint, they did it right because the normies were still buying shit. And like I said, they put it in the cheapest case possible. They market it and you could buy that thing for like $20-$30 and you got a big value at 7 movie. I mean, even though it was shitty, the value is still good.
Well, even normies aren't going to buy stuff on Amazon.
They're not going to, not anymore.
No.
I'm saying 10 years ago, it made sense for that last set. This time it doesn't, and they're going to learn the hard way. Because like I said, that Blu-ray set everybody hated, it still was a great value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you could get it for $20. They were never charging a shit ton of money for it. And like the
transfers look pretty good too.
I never complained like everybody else did just because it's hard to complain for the money. It's like, I get it. It could have had some more TLC put to it, but I got all the movies. The transfers were decent. There's special features in here. I paid like fucking $20-$30. Like I'm not gonna bitch, but watch how much this is gonna be.
Oh,
God, it ain't gonna be no $30.
4K discs are expensive, man.
Because not even the fucking studios are cashing in on that 4K money, and they still know their margins. And I would be surprised if this fucking thing is out of the gate $150, $160.
Can't be that much.
You don't think so?
It can't
for 7
be,
movies.
Dude.
For 7 movies,
for that.
How much was the Rocky set that came out when it first came out? It not saying it won't
80,
go on sale.
90. I don't know
when it first dropped. When it first came out?
That's a good question. I don't know.
See, the studio
maybe 4K knows that. I don't know.
The studio releases will drop in price. So don't buy it right out the way. But
Yeah.
4K, do you remember how much when they packaged all the Rockies together recently in the last year in that shitty package? Granted, it's like they included the new cut of Rocky 4. They're including the goods. They don't give a shit about the packaging. Do you remember how much that was retailing for right out the gate? Over 100. Had to have been.
I'm not sure. Yeah, because I still don't own it because I'm waiting for it to go on sale. It's like one of those things.
But it's so shit, dude.
Yeah.
It would have to be dirt. It would have to be cheap for me to buy it.
And I want to own those, but
and I want the the digital copies too, because I do find a use for digital copies.
Yeah, and I have been here in the past few weeks because I've been jumping back and forth.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see here. If I make, oh yeah, you might have to recover, man. You never know. But if we don't see from you,
no, we don't blame you, brother.
But just let us know Saturday. Everything's cool, man. I mean, you know how to reach us. Laughter is the best medicine. That is true. Go watch yourself a Howie Mandel stand-up special or something. Silhouette by Home by the Weekend. I know you hate DC more than the baby scene from a Serbian film, so I guess I should be surprised. I just don't care.
He used to like comic book. He did. I never did.
I just don't care. It's not that I hate. I just don't care. I can't be bothered. I'm not going to go on and on about this shit. Me and Todd are no different. He acts like he never did, but he wants to do fucking Quest for Peace.
I like Quest for Peace. I mean, I grew up with that movie.
Great. Okay, but you're no fucking different. You're trying to be a hypocrite because you do draw a line somewhere, but there is a line. There's something before that line. You like Quest for Peace. 7
years old.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You like Quest for Peace. You still watch Batman. You still watch Batman Return. You still like those movies. Look, I just happen to also like X-Men 2, which came out a few years later.
X-Men 2 came out a few years later than Batman Returns?
Within a decade. The first,
that's more than a few years.
The first X-Men came out in 2000. You know, you were watching Batman Forever, you fucking queer. Sorry. Scoops. So that was 1995. Don't act like you didn't watch Batman Forever.
The year 2000, I would have been like, what, 15, 16? Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're talking about a mere 5 years. And this is when like X-Men came out. So I like a couple of those movies. But when Marvel first came out, like I said, I was on board because it sounded like such a cool idea. Like, holy shit, they're going to build a universe. Little did I know they were going to run rampant and everybody was going to have the universe. And then everything became about time travel and wormhole theories. It's like, gosh, all that stuff just became oversaturated and terrible. Let's see. Anyway, I'm not talking about it. I'm not getting roped into this shit again. Todd likes to rope me into that and take me down that fucking wormhole. I'll die on the X2 Vine.
I just like to get him going.
Just like Batman Returns is a great movie. X-Men 2 is a fucking good movie. It doesn't matter what you are. It's like, it's a good movie. And that was before everything. X-Men 2 is great, man. Yep. That F-13 set is fire. Working on a video for the Arrow Jason X release. More talking shit about everybody who celebrated than anything else. Well, we'll check that out when that's out.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Hopefully a wet dream on Elm Street is included. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I've never watched it, but of course it doesn't have like the fucking dildos for fingers.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that's the porno parody. Wet Dream on Elm Street. He's got like the 4 dildos. And he's just like, I don't know.
Did you watch that one?
I don't know if that's 2 in the pink, 2 in the stink. What do you need 4 for? I don't know. Somebody clip that.
Big girl. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Fat bitches need love too, Craig. Silhouette Boris Johnson was in Granbury not too long ago. I should have asked him how the jellied eels in that one London pub I hear often about. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but you special. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Darth Gorokorn, all the zombie movies set you could buy at Walmart were great values. Oh,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you get what you pay for. They were dirt cheap, and a lot of people didn't give a shit about those multi-pack DVDs.
I still buy those, like multi-packs, absolutely, for DVDs.
Yeah. Todd saw one the other day that was like fucking like 20 damn generic shitty movies, and it had Wicked Prayer in there.
Yep.
And you know, if you don't care about owning Wicked Prayer, like, because who does? He's a normal person with a brain. Yeah, just pay $5 for that group set and get your, rip it for the podcast, whatever you got to do. But sometimes some movies just don't deserve better. That's how it is.
Wicked Prayer deserves a 4K.
Jason X is the best 10th horror installment ever. Turn your brain off and have fun type movie. It knows what it is, and it doesn't make it good. They might have intended to make something schlocky, and they might have been self-aware, but I still think you can fail at that.
We were definitely not feeling it when we saw it.
When you set out to make a great movie, people fail at that all the time. So why couldn't you fail at making a self-aware schlocky movie? I paid $75 for that F-13 set.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, they must have made
great value, dude.
I don't know if they made a shit ton of them.
They did,
and they couldn't like clear them out, or they couldn't move them. But I got mine for free. Yeah, I didn't buy it right away, and it started getting. That thing was 100 at least, real quick.
I think it was like 120. It started out, and then it just ticked down every.
I got mine for free. Mine came with the
slight. Now, yeah.
Mine came sealed, not even sealed, not even damaged, but it was sealed. But one of the cases, you could see it, because you could see the spine. Mm-hmm. One of the cases, the corners of the Blu-ray, cases,
they crack all the time.
Would some be cracked? Mm-hmm. I just said, hey, I want to exchange it, and they're just like, well, we'll refund you. How about keep it? Like, all right,
that's the good old days of the Amazon.
Oh, I still do it for me. They usually treat me right. For really, okay. Yeah, there we go. MSRP was 140.
Wow.
So
okay.
Rocky 1 through 5 was $89.99, I believe. So that was probably general retail, but you had to have people gouging it
1 through 5. So it's probably going to be like 120. That set, that Nightmare set. If there's 7, right?
Yeah, with new Nightmare, yeah.
Yeah.
No. With the remake. Wait. Yeah, Freddy's Dead is 6, the New Nightmare 7, yeah. I hope they don't put in the fucking remake in this.
I don't think they are.
I don't want them to taint that shit, dude. I would actually hate it. I know you could say, well, it's just extra, just don't watch it. No, I don't want it part of the set.
You would have the set incomplete just to not have it in there.
Throw Freddy's Nightmares, the complete series.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be a cool bonus. Why not get some people in the door? Because no one's going to buy Freddy's Nightmares if you put that out by itself. I don't think it's going to sell.
They will, even though it's shitty. They will.
I think you should just include it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Darth X2 and X-Men 3 were great movies. Don't think X-Men 3 was a great movie, but I love X2. I think it's a fantastic film. Let's see here. Mutineer draws line up for Superman 2. This guy likes the worst Superman. So everybody's got the weird kinks, man. We are going to be doing Quest for Peace. I thought we were doing that next, but I guess we're going to do that after Wicked Prayer or something. It's coming up. Satan likes the Joker. Edward Penis Hands eating spaghetti with his hands is still comedy gold. Yeah, you have Edward Penis Hands too. Yeah, that's all they could do with anybody that had any sort of like appendage as their fingers. Is like,
I still need to see that one.
Let's just put dicks on their hands, let's see, kind of going through. And the chick on the table is like, Mom, he's so disgusting. He's eating. The best porno parody is The Cosby Show. Oh, there's one. I saw a clip one time of The Cosby Show, and they had a laugh track and everything. They had a guy come in with a Cosby sweater, and he had like Cosby hair, and he was black. And he comes in. They had like Rudy's set.
Oh, really?
Or whatever. Yeah, it was like a set, and he's like coming in telling stupid jokes. What are you doing? Trying to test it out?
Yeah.
Give it a try it again real quick while I'm talking. Anyway, they come in, they're like telling stupid jokes, and there's like a laugh track, and it's like a normal like parody on Cosby Show, but then he just starts fucking his daughter. Like, what the fuck is going on?
What the hell?
I don't know. Yeah, the porno parodies are weird, dude. New Line just needed to keep the rights. So they said to do whatever with Jason X. Yeah. I would contaminate the set. Yeah, it would. Nobody wants that. But they put that I think they tend to include that Friday the 13th remake, right? When they do collections, right? Sometimes. No, it's in the set. Is the remake?
The Friday 13th one is, yeah.
Because people like that one for some reason. I don't get it.
It's not terrible. It's not.
Is it not working for you, Todd?
Try
it one more time. We might have to
I could
do
always
that.
jump out and jump in.
Jump out really quick and jump back
I'm gonna
in.
jump in a new browser real quick.
All right, let him do that. We wanna do
Do
name that
name that
Kino for
Kino.
you
Yeah,
guys.
just
So
read a few more chat and I'll be
all
in.
right, he'll be right back. Let's see here. Make sure you watch the DVD edition of Edward's Penis Hands. The VHS version has an actress who did the same thing as Tracy Lords, and the DVD version cuts those scenes. Damn, they really need a fucking vet better, dude. Background checks in the porn industry. That's absolutely nuts, dude. Wait, so they just probably cut all that stuff out. They didn't have to recast. That's nuts, dude. All right, let's see if Todd has luck now.
Hello?
Hi,
Okay.
we can hear you. Yeah, just be careful which version you watch. All right, I'm not even gonna tell him about it. I'd love to have penis hands on VHS. Blaine, you want the one you're not supposed to have? Read the room. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so it works in this browser.
All right, so it works. Todd was having. So by the way, we use StreamYard, and if you're logging into StreamYard, Todd, you notice that there's all kinds of like alerts right now. They're
Yes,
saying
yes,
the browser's fucked up with these features.
yes.
So it's act all fucked up. For as much money as they charge, man, they really got to work their stuff out. But we're ready. We're gonna do a rousing round to name that Kino, and we are going to close out the show with that. Again, I am going to close the comments because I'm the one playing this
Yes.
week. I can't see anything.
Why don't you tell them the rules again real quick?
After I agree with Mutineer here that the Friday remake is just as bad as they're in the same level. I mean, like I could care less about either one of them. But yeah, the rules are is again, Todd has selected films and gotten still frames from each film. He's got 2 rounds. And how many stills do you have of each film?
5 each. Yeah.
5 each. So they're going to start off difficult and they're going to progressively get more difficult if I fail to get it. And you guys can guess in the chat, basically try and stump me, try and beat me to the punch. And that's it. Todd usually is kind of unfair with these and he makes them unrealistically hard. I feel like I go a little easier on him, but it's all right. Let's see how he does. So
and you guys in the chat, you can tell me what you think it is, and I'll let you know. But I'm not.
We didn't talk about the Night 90 remake.
It looks awesome, dude. I can't wait for it.
That's it. No, you're right. We didn't. Should we about face and just talk about that real quick or no?
Yeah, no, we can talk about it.
Look at you giving blue balls to these name that Kino people. Look, it's hold on. Now we're in name that Kino. People are gonna start guessing and shit.
Yeah.
Is it Pet Cemetery? Because I saw it.
No, it's not Pet
Okay, those are not Gage's footprints. They're too big. All right. So really quick, everybody is stoked about the Night 90 4K release. I actually pre-ordered it today. I just went ahead and pre-ordered it on
I thought you were gonna wait until Amazon.
Oh, well, the thing is Diabolic. If you get in, they're usually priced the same. You just got to pay for the shipping. But they do bulk shipping. So I went ahead and I picked up that limited edition Lethal Weapon finally because like, that might not be available all the time. So I went ahead and got it because I was waiting to see if they were going to come out with a box set and they still haven't. So I'm like, maybe they're not and whatever. So I just bundled them together. And the way I see it is I paid a couple bucks extra for shipping. They're going to get it to me and it's going to look great. It's going to be taken care of. It is what it is. I got a little, it's a studio release. So it's not, there's no way that you're not gonna be able to find this thing. Yeah. And Amazon doesn't have pre-orders up. But the second they went up on sale on Diabolic, the fucking website was crashing. So I don't know what people were thinking, but it did give me a little bit of FOMO. I'm like, fuck it. I worked so hard to get it.
It's gonna be fine. I mean, it's the Fright Night Steelbook was out for like a couple of years before it actually went out of print. I don't know if it's out of print now, but it's a great set. Sony put it out, so
I'm not worried about it. I like Diabolic and I like Orbit, and so that's fine. I gave him a couple of extra bucks.
I'm not a Steelbook guy. I wish it was a standard release, but I think the Steelbook looks awesome.
I'm tired of Steelbook. I'm tired of them, dude.
You know what? I'm not a fan either, but I'll
take what
bakers
you can get.
Can't be choosers. Yeah,
they should have at least put like a lenticular slip over that bad boy. Right.
I agree, but I like the images they actually have on the Steelbook. They have the original artwork, which I almost prefer the VHS artwork with the zombies, the cheesier one, but I do like the original artwork. And then the back they have the zombie mom or whatever holding the baby. baby doll, and then they have Mr. Magruder inside, and then they have another zombie inside, I believe.
The
So
most important thing, though, is the contents. We're getting both cuts of this film. We're getting that director's cut that's been long
yeah,
talked about, with like the black and white intro and all that shit like that. And we're getting a whole a whole bunch of special features. Sounds like they're doing it right. Like when you look at this thing, it doesn't seem like a studio release with how
yeah.
good they're letting us eat with it. It almost feels premium, which this is how studio releases used to be in the DVD and the Blu-ray era. So early
Well,
Blu-ray era.
and I don't know where Savini actually, because I didn't know if he actually had this footage. I remember I saw it on a work print where it
Uh,
has the uncut version where, like, you see the exit wounds and stuff like that for
uh,
zombies getting shot. But I don't know if he found it, but I am super stoked for it. I don't know about how the whole black and white intro, but if that's the way he wants it, then he's a director.
yeah, that's what he said. The director's cut. He says, yeah, it starts off in black and white and it's going to go into color.
I mean, if he
As
thinks
I
that's
go,
cool, that's his thing. I mean, whatever. I'll see what when it happens.
but it's going to have both versions.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the big deal? I like
No,
the
I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying.
but that's actually probably our most anticipated release. I'm really excited about it. I can't, the Freddy thing just fogged our brains so much with how ugly it is.
Yeah.
And it kind of took over the internet from Night 90 when they showed that shit. Like,
Yes.
but I know I'm stoked for it, man. We're really excited about it. And when we do it, have we ever done Night 90 a commentary?
I'd love to do a commentary.
Have we really
of that.
never done Night
I
90?
think we probably have, but I'd love to do it again.
I don't know if we have, or if it's been
No.
years. Why wait? When does that set come out?
September, right? I don't know. I'll have to look.
Oh, is it that far off?
August or September. I don't know. One of
Oh,
the two.
I ain't getting that Lethal Weapon set for a long time then. They
Yeah.
ship together. But whatever. Wow, okay, it's that far off. Well, I don't know if we have to wait till it comes out. I feel like we could do it sooner or later. I think maybe in the next couple we could think about doing Night 90.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. I mean, people are talking about it. People have this appreciation for it. Let's do it. But anyway, we're going to get to Name That Kino now. I have to guess. Okay, is this a Halloween movie?
No.
Okay, it's not Pet Cemetery is what they've already
Did you turn your comments off?
I just did now.
Okay.
But it's not Pet Cemetery.
Chad, you can go ahead and guess what you think this is.
So this is the hardest one. But it's Bloody Footprints. It doesn't feel like it should be
no
that
mutineer. It's not that.
hard. Go ahead and give me another slide. I mean, I'm not going to get on the first one. Even if I know what it is, it's just my brain's not going to get it.
Okay.
Is this Fright? No, not Fright Night?
No, it's not Fright Night.
Is it Salem's Lot?
No, good guess, but
No, it
no.
looks like the Salem's Lot window. Is it Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Nope. Silhouette, no. It's
Night
not
of the
that.
Demons 1, 2, 3.
Nope. No, Silhouette's not that either.
Is it Pet Cemetery 2?
Nope, not
Almost
Pet
looks like-
Cemetery 2. No.
Is it Bad Moon?
No, not Bad Moon. Darth, no, it's not that.
The Fog
Good
is
guess.
giving me vampire vibes.
Good guess.
Give me another one.
Silhouette, no, it's not that.
Give me another slide.
Okay.
I don't like to rack my brain too hard. It's just like
Satan, no, it's not that. One of those.
ahead,
No, Silhouette.
Jason the Argonauts. No, I'm just kidding. Who? I feel like this is harder than the
Really?
I can't man, I'm so rusty at this. Is this it's not
Silhouette,
Evil
you
Dead.
got it. You got it.
You
Brother.
got it?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. I knew he would know it.
Gosh, it's like my brain is freezing on. It's not Army of Darkness, it's not Evil Dead 2. I've seen skeletons. It's not Dracula? No.
Satan, Silhouette got it. It's
Dracula.
up there.
Dracula. Nosferatu.
Nope.
Dracula? Any
Nope.
Dracula. Dracula
Nope.
Dead and Loving It.
Nope.
Naked Gun. 33 and a third. I
Nope.
don't know. Give me another one. So wait, at what point do I lose? Tell me which slide I lose. Is this my last? This can't be my last one.
No, I think. Well, the last one gives it away.
But this is, you said you just 5.
Yeah. So this is, you got one more.
Okay.
I don't remember what this one is. But
all right, that's all I'm asking.
Okay.
And again, the rules should be like Todd has to have a good inkling that I've seen the movie.
Oh yeah, you've seen this.
You see? Okay. All right.
Probably a dozen times.
Todd likes to assume sometimes. Oh, it's a Scary Movie 2?
Yeah, you got it.
Beetlejuice, dude. Damn. It's been a long time since I said Scary Movie 2. Beetlejuice gave it away, yeah.
Well, I'm sure this one would give it away, dude.
That really gives it away, dude. See, I don't remember those. I don't remember those first 3 screenshots at all. I don't remember
them. This is when the ghost comes in the room. I remember, into her room.
What
bedroom.
was it spoofing? Because it looks like some Salem's Lot shit.
I think it's Salem's Lot, but the ghost comes in and then he gets her on the bed or whatever. Yeah. This one is the bloody footprints, the ghost running away. This one is where they're running away from the skeleton. And then of course Beetlejuice.
I just remember Beetlejuice.
Those teeth, dude.
I know. Don't you just want to kiss him, dude? Don't you want to French kiss him, dude? Don't you want to stick that tongue between that gap, dude? Floss it for him.
It's funny that they couldn't even like put whitening on his teeth for the movie, dude.
They hired Beetlejuice for a reason. They're not about to fuck that up in the makeup chair. Do you think how much soup kitchen soup does it take to fill up Beetlejuice? You think?
Oh God, I don't know.
He's bigger than Warwick, dude. He would whoop a leprechaun's ass. He's like twice the size of them. All right, so round 2. Let me see the comments first. So yeah, everybody got it, man. It's been a minute. Hey, Blaine, guess The Haunting. All right, so let me go ahead. Let's do another one.
Okay, this is the last one I got.
Okay. Normally we're gonna try and do 3 rounds, but yeah, this is fun. If you guys like this, we'll make this a regular thing. Semi-regular, right?
Semi-regular, yeah. Okay, so here is Name That Kino, number 2. Aaron.
Chat is closed. Wicked Prayer. No, I'm just kidding. Youth Center. It looks like fucking piss yellow Wicked Prayer, dude. The fucking everything in the desert's gonna be piss warm colored. I hate it. Mm-hmm. South Center. Coming soon. High School High.
Nope.
The Principal.
Mm-mm.
The Substitute.
No.
Dangerous Minds.
No Silhouette's not that.
Youth Center coming
no
soon.
Satan.
And you're sure I've seen it?
Yes.
Okay. Damn, is it Zoolander?
No.
Go and give me another one.
No Silhouette.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, Leprechaun in the Hood 2?
Yes.
That's the chick from Leprechaun in the Hood 2.
I should have done I should have probably done this one.
Leprechaun in the Leprechaun in the Hood.
Gotten this one?
Yeah. Go back to the first slide. Okay. Leprechaun in the Hood 2 also has that dingy piss yellow coloring because it's LA or New York and LA, and they fucking it's just got that look to it. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Probably because that's so fresh in mind. There's no way it could have been that. But I want to see all the slides you had.
Okay, so I had this one. I had this slide. Would you have gotten it here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Here?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to.
Of course,
Yeah, that's the gimme. I have to say though, assuming I hadn't seen Leprechaun in the Hood 2 in a long time. See, that's the only I recently watched all the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I didn't recently watch 2. I actually stopped. But if it's been years since I've seen this damn movie, I feel like your 4 slides are equally on the same difficulty level. I don't feel like there was much of a scaling.
Well, I've never seen this. I never seen this one, so that's why I wanted to do it, because it's something that we talked about for the past 6 months, but we haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Leprechaun in the Hood 2. Great film, amazing film. Isn't that so funny though? We spent so much time talking about Leprechaun and the Warwick, and you had this in the chamber the whole
Yes,
time.
I know, right?
Isn't that weird?
And we
That's
talked about Scary Movie
I
earlier
th I
too.
think that was like an inversion tactic because it was on the brain. We talked about it so
Mhm.
much. I think in the back of my mind, there's no way this is a Leprechaun movie,
Yep.
right? Because it's like, why would that be here? That what we were talking about. Hey, how much soup do you think it takes Leprechaun to get full at the soup kitchen?
I don't know, a cup.
All right. All right, guys. Wow. I can't believe he picked that. But let's see. I'll read some closing out comments before we head out here. Everybody, solid guesses here, man.
Yeah, real good guesses.
I'm trying to get my friend to watch Dolls and Dolly Dearest recently.
I like Dolly Dearest.
Dolly Dearest is creepy as shit looking, but I don't think it's an amazing
No, it's not
movie.
amazing. It's fun though. I like it.
What about Doll Man?
Dolls is fun too. I like Dolls.
Albert P. and Doll Man. Did he direct Doll Man? Anyway, no, thanks, Silhouette. Everybody, I want to thank everybody for joining the chat. We had a fun group tonight, a lot of fun. Let me see. Let me go ahead and shout out Gamer Guy as always. Mutineer, thank you so much. Mutineer is a member too. By the way, if you want to be cool like Mutineer, join the membership. If you want to support us, the price of a cup of black coffee will get you in the door. It goes a long way for us. You get access to our members only commentaries. And most recently we live streamed The Burbs for members. Yep. And that one's going to be going up again for members in edited form shortly this week. But thank you so much for being a member, Mutineer. Silhouette, thank you so much, brother. Yep. Silhouette's a member as well, OG member. Thank you so much,
man. Yeah.
And best of luck Friday again, man. Mm-hmm. We're obviously keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. Tom, thank you so much for joining us, brother. We let's see here. Blaine, always real, dude. Thank you so much. Blaine, we got to have you on sometime. We got to have you on sometime on a stream to talk about something. Satan, always a pleasure, my friends. Matt, I'm late, usually working. It's no problem, brother. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. And let's see here. Ishmael, nice packed house today. I'm liking it.
4K was in here. Brad, thanks, Brad. We have a new outro too for the members. So yeah.
Fitness Chick, thank you for joining us. You made it really entertaining. Oh, you're on. I didn't even notice that you were Twitch. Okay, yeah. So it's nice to see some of you guys from Twitch coming over. We don't really give it too much love. We just kind of multicast out there. But thank you guys. I appreciate that. And if you are on Twitch and you do care to join us on YouTube, come over to the dark side, you know. Let's see here. 4K, of course. Guys, it's Gushy. Who could forget Gushy, man? Yeah, we got tons of people in here, man. Thank you so much. And if I missed you, I apologize. We are going to hop out of here. Yeah. Shows are always fun, fellas. Thank you. Hope to see you all back next week. And don't forget to subscribe. If you're new, if you're a lurker and you're too shy to say anything, we don't bite. You can leave a comment in the playback. It really helps us out. I think the comments help more than anything after subbing, of course. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. We don't want you becoming victims of that homepage that pushes shitty algorithm videos that aren't the stuff you choose to follow. Got it? Capiche? All right, guys. Catch you later. Bye. Oh, Friday, Wicked Prayer. Don't be late. Later.
Big thanks to our awesome members for keeping Revival House alive, and to all the subscribers hanging out with us. You're the best. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got thousands of hours of content and cover a wide variety of horror films, so there's always something new and creepy coming your way. We'll catch you next time for more spooky fun. Now you know what we are. Now you know what you are. You'll never grow old, and you'll never die, but you must feed.